excited, man. I'm excited. I am excited, man. Oh, I can't wait. Dude, we're starting off the game today in court. We're in trial. We're starting the trial today. Last stream was just all investigating, bro. We were counting our chickens, right? Counting our geese. All this stuff. We were getting all of our chickens in order. Enough of the chicken. We got somewhat of a case built for our client. I'm excited. Oh, really? Why am I so low? Oh, you know what it was? I know exactly what it was. All right, hold on 1 sec. Yeah, how's that? How's that? I had to lower myself the other day because I played with Mario Repo, and I was really fucking loud. Like I was echoing bad, man. I was so loud. How's that? Is that better? Is that better? Is that better? Is that better? I'm trying to listen. Better? Better. What up, Bear? Yo, MJ. Yo, Squilliams. Hola, Cortez. Hello, brother. Hi, baby. Hey, Seth again. Who else did I? Who? MJ. Seth. Hoogie. Hi, Hoogie. Squilliams. MJ. Brother. Bear. L Streamer. What? Okay. Anyways. Hi, guys. Hi. How was y'all's Sunday? How was y'all's weekend, man? I'm excited. Bro, we're gonna go right into court. I'm fucking ready to go, man. I'm ready to go. You said you're eating Takis? No, I'm not gonna tell a soul, brother. I'm not telling a soul. But yeah, MJ, how was the trip, dude? How was it? Oh, Seth is at work. Seth, I hope you're having a great night at work, my boy. Cortez says, you're always streaming late as shit, you Mexican. First of all, Cortez, I did be streaming late. I'm sorry. Second of all, I'm brown, but like I was born here, you fuck. Like you. If I'm Mexican, then you're Mexican. But don't worry, brother, I'm not telling anybody about you. What kind of, wait, what kind of Takis are you eating? The blue? The purple? The red? Getting paid, let's go, Seth. Up to bed. Okay, Cortez, sorry again. I saw you were streaming earlier. I got the noti, Cortez, but I was still busy. I was still working, doing shit. I couldn't, do much, but love you, Cortez. I hope work's been good, dude. I hope work has been, good, man. Remember, this is good. This is a good thing, work. You grinding, earning that bread, man. Remember, you need it. It sucks, but we need money. He is white, though. Baby. MJ's white, so he can say white people. MJ's white, so he can make fun of the whites. I can't make fun of the whites because I'm brown, but I can make fun of the browns. Yeah, the music's great, Squilliams. Honestly, I love the fucking music in these games are always incredible. No, you cannot. You can make fun of white people. I can make fun of anybody, really, but I'll get canceled. I fucking hate this world, bro. Like, I'm not racist. But white people? You got the crap. No, I don't, MJ. Shut up. He said, yeah, you are. Shut up. But guys, I hope everybody had a great weekend, man. We're gonna start a new one already. Monday's already here, dude. Monday's already here. Time's flying. Time is freaking flying. I said I screamed really loud. I was fighting a tiger. He climbed the mountain, jumped down from the top rope, ready to fuck me. Dude, damn, Seth, you're making great progress, man. Mexicans are known to be late. Should have known. Why is that a thing? Why is that a fucking thing, Hoogan? No, that's true. I mean, intentionally, you don't want to show up early to the party because even if you show up on time, you need to show up late to parties because then you're gonna end up helping set up. That's happened so many times. Jesus. Thank you, Swanson, for the 8 months, my boy. I'm alive, just in Indonesia. By the way, any racism is not okay. Except comedy, even white racism. W. Swanson. Racism is no good. But it can be funny sometimes. No. Swanson, Indonesia. What? What the heck? Dude, I hope you're okay. I hope you're chilling. Hope you're having fun. No, but it's true. No, it's true. It is true. You cannot show up on time even to parties as a Latino. Because again, if it's a party being thrown by a Latino, you gotta show up like at least an hour, half an hour late. Trust me. Otherwise, guess what? Oh, hey, can you help me set up these tables? Oh, hey, can you carry this over there? Hey, can you... I don't mind it. I like helping, as a matter of fact, but it does happen. Yeah, he's in Indonesia. That's fucking sick. How long have you been there, Swanson? My fam shows up to everything 30 minutes before. Wifey's family's over an hour after it starts. There you go, Bear. There you go, man. So you understand. You get it. I'm visiting family. No, I'm not Indonesian. Oh wait, yeah, I know. I know you're Swanson. I've done my research on you. I know everything about you. I got your mother's maiden name, your social security. I know. But cool, man. I hope visiting family is hope it's been good. Hope it's been good. I'm excited, dude. Let's get this going. Another 2 weeks. Okay. Good luck. You too, Hoogie. Have a great stream. I'm sure you're gonna stream, right? I think we all started a little bit late today. But whatever you're gonna do, stream, chill for the night. You have a great one, Hoogie. But yeah, let's get this. Let's get this, guys. Let's get it. I'm excited. Okay. Wow. That is a fellow salty. As a fellow salt. That sounds so much more proper, Williams. I'm not gonna lie, if I was white, I'd be calling me and my homies that. What up, my saltine? 20th of February, 9:23 a.m. The old debate, defendant's antechamber. All right, we're here, man. We just started gaming. We literally just started gaming. We were yapping a lot. Gaming, we literally just got in. Don't you worry, man. How are the Splatoon games? Okay, here we go. Well, I never expected this. Also, hi, Ricky. Damn, I was neglecting YouTube chat. Hi, Ricky. Hope you're having a great night, Ricky. Who'd have thought we'd be back here again so soon? It's only been a day. We are on a study tour of Great Britain with the intention of learning the country's legal practices. In order to research the latest court procedures here, we need as much court experience as possible. Well, yes, I suppose that's true, but for the person in the dock, it may well be his or her one only time in court, and it could be life-changing. In which case, treating it as research may seem a little crass. It's true, people's lives are on the line here. This is back then, so if you get not guilty, you don't get locked up. You get... I guess we're in Britain, so with the guillotine? So, team eats her ass. I'm gonna go Splatana. Okay, dope. Sorry for the shitty teammates. Rise is easy. Yes, it is. Every Monster Hunter, Seth, every Monster Hunter after GU is easy. I will tell you that. When you put it like that, you're quite right. Good morning! Ah. It's my client. Ah, Mr. Natsume, good morning. Oh dear, are you alright? Your eyes are terribly bloodshot. The early bird catches the worm, as they say here in Britain. Yes, I've heard that expression. But I really don't want to catch a worm. So I tried desperately to not wake up early, but I was so worried I couldn't catch a wink. Been there. And now, I'm absolutely exhausted as a result. Do all literary people take things so literally? Yo, Noodles! Yo, Noodles! Ace is spitting like a motherfucker. What do you mean, spitting? Thanks for putting your faith in us today, Mr. Natsume. Hi, Noodles. How's your day going? I wish I had 9 lives. My whole future hangs in the balance. I'm too terrified to tremble. Oh, I love his poses. Really? Because I can feel tremors in the floor. I can't do this. I can't take it. Although, locum student Mr. Naruhodo Squire. Yeah? I caught a glimpse of the public gallery as I walked by the courtroom. It looked like the opening night of the opera. There were so many people. I had no idea my case was such a notorious affair here in London. Oh, neither did I. People are here? Do you know why that might be, Miss Susato? I'm sorry, Mr. Naruhodo, but I have no idea. So that all-knowing look on your face is just coincidence then, is it? Don't hide the truth from me. It's because of the Reaper, isn't it? Oh, wait, that's true. Lord Van Zeeks. Yeah, he's back. That's true. Shit. I finished making Mario sub badges, Mario mod on Twitch. I went 8 weeks early, and I watched Ballerina. Oh shit! How was it, Noodles? I've seen every John Wick movie. I haven't seen the Ballerina though. How was it? I hope it was good. When did they start animating? This is, I think, the newest game in the series, Swanton. Which doesn't say much. I think these games are like 3 years old. I just haven't played them. You know, I'm a huge fan of the series, and I can't believe I haven't played these two games. They started animating them like... Oh, there were a couple of games before even this one came out. It was Dual Destinies and Spirit of Justice. They started being animated. Or maybe like 2016? 2015? It just got better. Is that right, Miss Susato? I purchased as many different newspapers as I could find this morning, and yes, Lord Van Zeeks is on the front page of every one. Oh. I knew it. Sometime after the prosecutor was dubbed the Reaper of the Bailey, he stopped appearing in court, it seems. It's been several years now, in fact, until the day before yesterday. Yes, Inspector Gregson told something similar, didn't he? Yeah, he was gone for a while. Why'd he come back? The trial 2 days ago marked Lord Van Zeek's return to the courtroom after a very long hiatus. The trial of Magnus McGilded. Ugh, what a harrowing experience that was. I believe that appearance made even greater waves here in the capital than today's. But we wouldn't have realized, of course, having only just arrived in the country. Why is the Reaper back at the Bailey so soon for what appears to be a mundane murder? That's the question the papers are asking, and they're all speculating various answers. Mundane? Mundane? It's the most significant saga of the century to some of us. Oh dear, I mean no offense, Mr. Natsume, but that is how the papers are describing it. Well, lest we all also forget the fact that it could spark an international incident. Obviously, the reappearance of this infamous prosecutor has caught people's attention, but there's another blatant similarity with the trial of 2 days ago. Yes, I agree. Locum student Mr. Naruhodo Esquire. It's you! Oh, me? Oh, I suppose that's true. Oh, he likes us! Oh, Van Zeek likes us! Fuck, he likes us! That's why he's making an exception for us. He doesn't really care about these cases, but if we're involved, he's down. Said Ballerina was really good. Stop streaming and go watch the movie. Gaming, they're great. They really are great, man. If you are even remotely interested in like enjoying me, like I'll tell you this for sure. They are much more fun playing, obviously, right? Because that feeling of like your brain coming together and like solving, you know, cases, dude, the feeling is it's incomparable. Incomparable. Not, look, I'm just saying it's great. It's a great feeling. He said I am dying. Jesus. We're going right now, Noodles. Yeah, both times it is you who stands against this legendary prosecutor. It can only mean that you're friends with the Reaper. I hope. Oh god, more, please? Please, I don't rub shoulders with Deathbringers. We rub something else. I'm afraid that there's really only one other explanation. It could only be another example, Mr. Naruhodo, of your uncommon bad luck. Thanks for that. That's true, we have horrible fucking luck. Oh, this is just my luck. Why must I be represented by a man with such frail fortune? By the least lucky lawyer alive. Hey man, I won yesterday. Well, let's not forget that it was you, Mr. Natsume, who asked me to represent you. Yeah, bitch. Yeah, it's true that I'm just a student, new to London, with little in the way of experience or skills. Or luck. But I promise you this. I will fight your corner until the bitter end. And I will believe in you, Mr. Natsume. Oh, okay, now. Benevolent locum student, Mr. Naruhodo Squire. You're not alone here with us, Mr. Natsume. Whatever happens, we will always be on your side. Oh, benevolent non-locum assistant, Ms. Mikotoba Esquire. His eyes are fucking red. I am in your debt forever. I shall never forget this great kindness for as long as I live. Mr. Natsume, counsel for the defense. The court session is about to begin. Kindly make your way into the courtroom at once. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Alright then, Mr. Natsume, it's time. Let's go. Yeah, yes! It looks like the dude from Notre Dame. Notre Dame? What you mean, Lou? Also, hi, Lou. Said I'm gonna read something, it's gonna be a book. This ain't no game. It's a game, Bear. It's an interactive... No, it's a game. It's a game. Surely. The Reaper loves this? I hope so. That's level 1, Seth. Slugger level 1. My second appearance in a British courtroom. And my second trial against the Reaper. I hope you're watching over me, Kazuma. Because this time I won't let my faith waver. I'll believe in my client to the last. Just like you believe in me. I believe I can do this now. I'm ready for this fight. Mwah! Mwah! Oh. Shit. Oh fuck, here we go. 10 a.m. sharp on the dot. The Old Bailey courtroom. Oh. Did we have a new jury? I'm sorry, did I see new people in the jury? Can't change my mind. Come on, Bear. You'd love these games. I had a feeling you would love these games, Bear. In the name of Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby declare this court to be in session. I now call upon the counsels for the prosecution and defense to declare their willingness to proceed. The prosecution is fully prepared, my lord. The defense is ready, my lord. Why am I still this nervous? The Nipponese are a truly fascinating breed. Sorry, what? Lord Strongheart has told me all about you. That you were a student who arrived in London but 2 days ago. A mere amateur. Do you have a point? Being a compatriot, you feel compelled to try to help the accused, I suppose. Typical Nipponese arrogance. Yeah, racism is strong here. Forgive me, but I do not believe arrogance is an appropriate description. Susato-san. After all, at our previous encounter, the defendant was found to be innocent. The Cream is still alive. He's a 10, but he's racist. Very true, and a most fascinating, if dark, trial it was, too. The tragic conclusion came later, of course. Here's to the acquitted, and his unfortunate violent end. What the fuck? What the fuck? You trying to have some private tutoring? Fuck you, MJ. Thank you, counsels. I see both sides are in fine fettle. Now, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, are you ready to carry out your duties here in court as impartial members of the public? Oh shit! Look at this man. You never know when you might be down in your luck. But I believe in fair play for everyone. Oh, well, I must warn you, I'm rather more ruthless than I appear. Oh, well, not me. What you see is what you get. I'm a peace-loving fellow. I'm afraid to say I think it's quite possible that mustache foreigner did the deed. Hey, bitch! Hey! Wait a minute! Already? Okay. Oh, come on, what are we waiting for? No doubt he did it anyway. Huh? Sorry, I didn't quite catch that. Who brought this old bitch? Who brought this? Very well, let us proceed. Can't even hear. Your opening statement, if you please, Lord Van Zeeks. Smashing juror number 2. Okay. Okay. Very recently, Great Britain signed an alliance with the rising power in the Far East. The accused in the dock today is a student from that same land, a certain Mr. Soseki Natsume. And while our country has extended this foreign student the warmest of welcomes, regrettably the kindness has not been returned. The in fact, that this student is accused of a most sinister act. Jesus. Of plunging a knife into the back of an innocent woman who was doing nothing but walking down the street. He didn't even look. The knife crime, I tell you from bitter experience, those are the worst. The bloody oath they are. Just look at that sallow complexion and short stature. He's one of the dreadful dreadful Japanese. Come on, let's get this over with. With me now, everyone. 1, 2, 3. Knife kill in Britain? Bro, that's just like a regular afternoon. Pray forgive the discourtesy of smashing my hollowed chalice here in the great chamber. Allow me to call the first witness to the stand. Very well. Bailiff, lead the inspector in, please. Bro, I mean, let's be honest, Noodles. This is back then, dude. You know, dude, everybody was fucking. Like, come on, man. If you were breathing, you were prejudiced in some sort of way. Yo, Quan. My client hasn't seen this. He's doing 6. What up, Quan? Quan, did you get the new monkey yet? Your name and occupation, please. Did you get the cowboy monkey? Yes, sir. Tobias Gregson, Detective Inspector at Scotland Yard. Would you please summarize the events of the case for the court, Inspector? The victim is thought to be a young woman in her 20s by the name of Olive Green. Oh, that poor lady. I beg your pardon, Inspector. Thought to be? Yes, having been stabbed in the back by her attacker's knife, the victim fell unconscious. That was 3 days ago now, and she's been comatose ever since. Oh. What? So they didn't even know who she is for sure? Huh, comatose, I see. But her life is not in danger. Fortunately for the Eastern student, the charge will not be murder. Pray, elaborate on the details, Inspector. Sir, if I could ask everyone to look at this street map. As I mentioned, the incident took place 3 days ago, at around 5 in the afternoon. It happened on the pavement running alongside Briar Road, a wide thoroughfare for horse-drawn vehicles. It had not long since stopped snowing as the victim, Mrs. Green, was walking down the street. Out of the blue, she was approached from behind by the accused and stabbed in the back. He did no such thing. He did no such thing. Luckily, the young lady's life was spared, and she's currently being treated in one of the city's hospitals. But being unconscious as she is, we've been unable to take a statement from her, of course. This is the case file with everything we know about the victim so far. Thank you, Inspector. The court will accept the document as evidence, if you please. Okay, file containing an overview of the case and details about the victim. She was found with a knife in her back and is currently in hospital, yet to regain consciousness. What of the weapon that was used? Sir, I have that here. It was removed from the victim's back. Ouch. That big thing is starting to make me scared to walk down the street. That's how big is that pocket knife, bro? With a heavy blade like that, almost anybody would be able to stab the poor woman. Even the scragged-looking Sozeki-san, I suppose. A common or garden jackknife, I would say. Rather nondescript. Thank you, Inspector. The court accepts the blade as evidence. Large but commonplace folding knife. Lodged in the victim's back. Shit. So fuck Almudron. And yeah, Almudron's armor, Palico armor, Palamute armor, it looks cool, but he's kind of annoying to fight, I'm not gonna lie. I don't have my emotes anymore. Oh, I'm sorry, Quan. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, you have access to something. She ain't gonna survive this, like 1400 some shit's gonna get. That's what I was gonna say. Can you even can anybody in a coma even last that long back then? You got a pocket knife just like that? Do you really, Noodles? You can put blisters on that. Rampage or Zeros. Ah, right. Yeah, there's apexes, or I forget the names, but there's really strong monsters at the end of a rampage. Yeah, that shit, it sucks, Seth. And honestly, you're gonna have to do it a couple times. Now then, what do we know of the motive? Money or valuables, I presume? From all we can tell by looking at the woman's possessions, it seems like she's a poor student herself. Hard to imagine she would have had anything much worth pinching, my lord. I see. Well, in that case, are we looking at some deep-seated resentment toward the victim? I'm afraid I couldn't say. Apart from visiting second-hand bookshops, the defendant, Mr. Natsume, doesn't appear to get out much. At this moment in time, we haven't been able to establish any sort of connection between him and the victim. Okay.
Yes!
There we go. If theft and grievance had been ruled out as a motive, what reason could Mr. Natsume possibly have had for stabbing the young woman? Yet you arrested the man in spite of that, in a totally unjustified and heavy-handed way.
Objection!
Oh, fuck. The whole bottle? What the fuck's your first name, Van Zeeks? I know your name's Lord Van... What's your first name? I ain't calling you Van Zeeks. Stop wasting good wine, you... handsome, perfect bitch. Pray forgive the discourtesy of flinging a freshly uncorked bottle into the public gallery. And he hit people. But your words have soured its hollowed bouquet. For it is you, my learned friend, who is being heavy-handed here. What? Scotland Yard does not arrest people without good cause. That should be beyond question. Inspector Gregson, the prosecution calls for your formal testimony. Explain to the court precisely why the constabulary came to arrest the Nipponese student. Yes, sir. I'm not gonna lie, Seth, you know who I really liked? And I didn't think I would like because they were like, they looked kind of dumb and they just looked weird. Somnicanth. I don't know why. Somnicanth is just a cool monster. I really grew on me. I didn't expect it either. Mr. Natsume's arrest. As I said, it was 5 o'clock in the afternoon when the incident occurred, and there was an unusually light fog. Visibility was reasonably good, and there was no one else about but the victim and the accused. Out of the blue, the victim was stabbed from behind and subsequently collapsed on the pavement. The accused ran off, scattering his belongings all over the floor. Those being a number of old books he just bought. He was on his way home from a bookshop, it seems. It was just a matter of working out who the books belonged to, and we found the bloke to arrest him. Gossarang is another good one. Gossarang is really fucking cool. Oh, the books, you say? Yes, my lord. I have a photograph here of the scene of the crime, taken immediately after the incident. Gossarang is sick. Ah, yes, I can clearly see the books to which you are referring. That poor lady, holy shit! I will take that photographic print as evidence, please, Inspector. Photograph of the scene taken by the policeman just after the incident occurred. A large knife can be seen thrust into the victim's back. Your Oh, wow. Look at that fucking sentence. You Nipponese are a spineless breed, too cowardly to admit defeat. I will spit on it, Van Zeeks, denying everything despite overwhelming evidence to the contrary. Well, forgive me, Lord Van Zeeks, but the defendant is not denying everything, as you put it. What are you doing, Miss Suzato? What are you doing? Do go on. Mr. Natsume had admitted to playing some part in the incident. Isn't that right, Mr. Naruhodo? Well, now you mention it. When we visited him in prison yesterday, he did tell us what had all happened. He was there. As I was walking along that accursed pavement, I make out the sole silhouette of another ahead of me. A woman, wearing a green overcoat she was, and just as I went to overtake her, she suddenly let out a little scream and collapsed onto the cold, hard slabs of stone at my feet. I was terrified. I had to get away from there. So I ran as fast as my legs would carry me back to my accursed lodgings. A green overcoat? Well, that's exactly what the woman in that print is wearing. Oh my, a photographic print in full color. What will the word come up with next? The world come up with next. The defendant has done nothing more than admit he fled the scene of a terrifying incident. That does not mean that he's guilty of the heinous crime of stabbing the woman in the back. Oh, there was nobody else there at the time. Just the two of them, the victim and the accused. In other words, there was nobody else who could possibly have stabbed the woman. A fact that the accused concedes. Fuck. It seems this cross-examination could prove to be pivotal, counsel. Proceed, please. Yes, my lord. Nothing for it. I have nothing... Oh, I have to use this cross-examination to turn the tables here. It's our only chance. Yeah, Magnamalo's cool. Ragna Kadachi is okay. Don't like Old Modron. Gossarang's really sick. Somnicanth is cool. What's the bird's name? Acnosum? I think the bird is cool too. I wish you could smash my balls like that. Fuck off, Noodles. Yeah, I worked today. As I said, it was 5 o'clock in the afternoon when the incident occurred and there was an unusually light fog. Well, hold on, let's take a look at what we got. Okay, so that's just receipts. Okay, it was 4:45, so he bought this and he was on his way home. So that kind of adds up. He bought it at 4:45 and it was around 5. Okay. Let's see. Young woman rendered unconscious following a stab wound to the back. Olive green, female, stout build, early 20s. Pavement of Briar Road, east side. Reporting officer Rolly Beetle. Rolly Beat. Victim remains unconscious. Her name was gleaned from her personal effects. Other details are unknown. Apart from the single stab wound from the large knife, no other signs of injury were observed. The assailant was seen running away by the reporting officer and was successfully arrested the following day. Okay. Okay. Let's examine this baby. Can we open it up? Good night, Bear. Love you, Bear. Sleep well, my dude. How was work? It was cool. It was quick. Also lots of interesting looking blade. Oh, look here, Mr. Naruhodo. Just at the tip. A small piece of the blade appears to be missing. You're right. Well spotted, Miss Suzato. I wonder what could have happened to it. Yes. You don't think it could still be lodged in the victim, do you? Oh dear. I do hope not. It sounds terribly painful. Okay, that's interesting. So the blade is or the tip of the blade is missing. Okay. Yeah, that shit. Damn it, that shit is plunged in there deep. They stabbed they stabbed the shit out of this poor lady. Got a couple of books here. Nothing really seems out of place. It's pretty straightforward. 3 books. Book bag. Well, I'd assume this wasn't her books. I think this was our guy's books. He said he dropped his books and left. 3 books? How many books did you buy? He did buy 3 books. Okay. Wow. Damn, so yeah, the evidence all matches up. The east side, yeah. Okay, let's just press, man. Nothing's really... 5 o'clock. Visibility was reasonably good, and there was no one else about but the victim and the accused. After the blue, the victim was stabbed from behind. Yeah, let's just start pressing. Hold it! How was she stabbed? No tip. I don't know. I mean, who's to say the tip wasn't there beforehand? Maybe the tip was there, she got stabbed, and then the tip got lost somewhere. We don't know yet. We don't know what that means. A light fog, you say? Well, a light for London. You can see the opposite side of the street for once. Not much further, though. That's light, is it? Around these parts? Yes. Not something I'd expect a Japanese fellow like yourself to know, of course. I've read that London is famous for its fog. But in my country, people usually imagine that gives out the city a rather beautiful appearance. How quaint. Yes, well, it's not something us Londoners tend to romanticize, as I expect you can appreciate. I see. At this time of year, the fog causes a large number of accidents, especially when it's heavy. Sometimes you can't even see your own hand at the end of your arm. Indeed, the other day, I was very nearly trampled by horses before I could see the carriage they were pulling. Ugh, Susato-san and I should definitely remember to stop, look, and listen. However, On the day that concerns us, the fog was somewhat lighter than usual. A fact no doubt lamented by the accused. Stop talking shit about my client. Van. Visibility was reasonably good and there was no one else. Hold it! How the fuck do you know there wasn't anybody else? How are you able to state that with any certainty? Quite simply, my learned friend, because that is what the witness to this crime has told us. Ah, yes, Inspector Gressick mentioned the witnesses yesterday, didn't he? That's right. One of them is a policeman, I believe, from Scotland Yard. That is correct, ma'am. Then we must hear their testimony. The prosecution will, of course, call them to the stand, should it be necessary. But wait a minute. At 5 o'clock in the afternoon in the middle of winter, it would have been dark already. No matter how light the fog might have been, no one could have seen. I'm unaware of the situation on your tiny island in the east. But here in the capital city of Great Britain, all main roads are illuminated at night by gas streetlights. Ah. The prosecution believes there would have been ample light by which to witness the crime. Quite. Here in London, for the first time in history, mankind has completely conquered the darkness. Which means we really need to hear those witnesses' statements. If I could just get through the fog of this cross-examination, maybe we'll be able to. It seems the counsel for the defense is taking stock. Continue with your testimony, Inspector. Yo, hero. Yo, yo, yo. I got a theory. Our guy is innocent, and the one who killed her was his girl because she was jealous thinking her guy was cheating. The people you're thinking about, Seth, are... that's a different couple. Oh, wait, you think the wife killed... Oh, okay. I see. Because our, yeah, because you're thinking... Oh, okay, I see what you're talking about. Maybe. But she's a jury. She's a juror. Did you not see her? She's up there, which is fucking weird. Out of the blue, the victim was stabbed from behind and subsequently collapsed on the pavement. Hold it! From behind, you say? That's right, as you can see from this print. Yeah, but that's the thing about... I mean, I don't know about back then, but that's the thing. You can't be a jury if you have some sort of bias or, like, relation to the case, right? I think she's, like, a witness or something. I don't know. I could be wrong. Yes, quite so, Inspector. The handle of the weapon is clearly protruding from the victim's back. And you say this poor woman, Miss Green, remains in a critical condition? Comatose, no less? I'm afraid so, my lord. Yes, she's been treated at Bart's. I was hopeful that she'd come around before the trial started so I could take a statement, but it wasn't to be. Yes, that is indeed a pity. It would have been most illuminating to hear the victim's own account of events. Luck is on your client's side, it seems. On the contrary, my client has been exceedingly unlucky. Your force of tone is seriously undermined by those disturbingly wide eyes, I'm afraid. I'm scared. The accused ran off, scattering his belongings all over the floor. Hold it! We did see the books. Mr. Natsume's belongings. I think you'll find it's all there in the photographic print of the crime scene. Yep. Yes, the 3 books on the floor. That's right, my lord. Second-hand books they were. Irreparably damaged after falling in the snow, of course. The accused could easily have carried all 3 books in one hand, which means his other hand would have been free to wield a knife, for example. Oh shit, he thought this through. He's very clever, isn't he? What do you mean? He's made it extremely hard for you to assert that Mr. Natsume had his hands full with the books. He's managed to close the one avenue of escape we might have had before we even knew it was there. You mean to say that the defendant was holding his belongings as he thrust the knife into the woman's back? That must be what happened, my lord, yes. Those being a number of old books he just bought, he was on his way home from a bookshop, it seems. It was just a matter of working out who the books belonged to, and we found the bloke to arrest him. Hold it! You asked for the help of the famous detective Herlock Sholmes to locate the defendant, I believe. Are they the same books? You're right, I should investigate them. Stuff and nonsense. Sorry. That jacket office, that busybody. just comes and sticks his oar in whether we ask him or not. But according to what I have here, Mr. Sholmes was shown to the scene by Scotland Yard detectives. Well, that was nothing to do with me. The lads at the scene must have done it without my permission. Ugh. I tell him time and again, whenever something happens, send word to headquarters, and then follow your bloomin' instructions. I see. If that meddler gets his hands on any details, we'll all be reading in Rand magazine next month. And you can bet your last farther than that I'll be in there too, stripped of all my hard work on the case. Yes, Mr. Sholmes. No, Mr. Sholmes. Aren't you clever, Mr. Sholmes? That's all the thanks I'll be getting. Inspector, if the man is proving detrimental to the Yard's activities, perhaps I should step in and deal with him? Do not kill Herlock, please. Oh shit. What the f— It appears Inspector Gregson is lost for words. Yes, the Reaper's words carry a lot of weight, obviously. Anyway, the point is this. That little Japanese bloke's already admitted it. He admitted that those books all over the pavement at the scene were the ones he bought that day. What do you think, Mr. Naruhodo? If you're unable to sway the jury during this cross-examination, I'm afraid that Mr. Natsume's fate will be sealed? Yes, they're sure to find him guilty. So one way or another, I have to expose an undeniable inconsistency in the inspector's testimony. Okay, you know what? Let's go ahead. Can I? Oh, I can't actually, like... I just used a magnifying glass. I can't really look at the books. And he did get 3 books, man. There's one statement we didn't press him on. Let's see what happens. Sometimes you gotta press him on everything. Hold it! Yo, Melon. That's what I... Honestly, I was like, you're farting. Just got Dr. Fuse. I'm gonna fucking... It comes on screen. Sholmes, is Daddy home? No, not yet. Fucking Clubopus again, bro? The defendant apparently visits the second-hand bookshop on a daily basis. Yes, so I understand. A shop full of old English literature. By the way, hi, Melon. Hope your night's going well. Hope your day was good. I commend the accused on the lofty subject matter of his scholarly attention. The bloke's room was stacked floor to ceiling with those musty old books. Can you tell us more about the bookshop in question, please, Inspector? Well, if I must. The closest second-hand bookshop to the accused lodgings is this place here, Bourbon Books. Located place on the corner of Briar Road and Meerschaum Street. Meerschaum. As it happens, the accused is currently living in lodgings on the other side of Briar Road, at the opposite end. Which means it doesn't take a genius to work out the route he would have taken home. Short walk. Something like this. Okay. Yes, I concur with your conclusion, Inspector. The defendant would certainly have passed the scene of the crime on his way home from that particular shop. Mr. Naruhodo, I think that what the inspector just told us could turn out to be a vital piece. Could be of vital importance. Yeah, I agree. The most important point that the inspector just made being... Oh, bitch, the name? The place is called... Your Books. Bourbon Books. Oh, fuck. Hey, that's wrong. Inspector Gregson, may I ask you a favor? What? Would you kindly add the name of the bookshop to your formal testimony, please? I believe it may be of vital importance. Maybe? Oh, well, you know. I mean, yes, it could be a very important clue. Very well. Not that I can see it being of any great significance. But please revise your testimony accordingly, Inspector. Yes, sir, my lord. Whatever you say. Could the man be any more sardonic? I guess he was, Sarcastic. He was on his way home from Bourbon Books. Okay. That's the fucking issue, man. He didn't go to Bourbon Books. Bro went to your books. Where the hell is that?
Objection!
If I could just stop you there, Inspector Gregson. What is it, Sunshine? I'm a busy man, you know. This is a receipt that we found in Mr. Natsume's room. It was issued on the day of the incident, and details the purchase of 3 second-hand books. And you found that in the accused's room, did you? Yes, but the point is not where the receipt was found, but the name of the shop printed on it. Go on. This receipt was issued from a bookshop called Your Books. Your Books. Y-O-R-E, I presume. Yes, my lord. So, Mr. Natsume did indeed purchase a number of books at a second-hand bookshop that day. However, the bookshop in question was not Bourbon Books. So where the fuck was it? Inspector, do you know of this other bookshop? Yes, sir. Your Books is another second-hand bookshop, not far from Bourbon Books. It's just that, well, it's such a small place, I didn't think the accused would have known about it.
Objection!
But in fact, that is the bookshop which the defendant visited on the day in question. And this receipt proves it.
Objection!
Yes, for what difference it makes. Wherever the man purchases musty tomes, it makes no difference in the final analysis.
Objection!
I disagree. I mean, after all, I have the street map here, if that might be of help. Oh, yes, thank you. Fucking throat. Have a look at this, please. Just call him innocent already. We're getting there. We're gonna get their noodles, trust me. If the defendant had been running or returning from Bourbon Books, then yes, he would almost certainly have passed the place where Ms. Green was attacked. However, if we take into account the fact that he was actually at another bookshop, Your Books, it may very well turn out that he wouldn't have passed that location at all. Ryunosuke, we admitted it, though. We fucking admitted that. Could that be true? My, it rather depends on where this other bookshop is, but I do declare it may be a possibility. Is that right, Mr. Lawyer, sir? What you just said? Absolutely. It absolutely could be right. This is weak. This is a weak argument, Ryunosuke. Inspector Gregson, where is Your Books establishment? Well, obviously we looked into that. Getting that good at, that's true. It turns out that Your Books is just here on the next corner of Meerschaum Street, going east. Okay. And there you have it, as you can clearly see now. Oh, that's what I was gonna say, Ryunosuke. There's a typewriter lady. She's gone. There's another lady up there, though. You seen her? My learned Nipponese friend is obviously in training to be a clown. The way he regales us with such witticisms. To your future career in the circus. Ain't no way this fucker just called me a clown. Here, you put that glass down now, or I'll put it down for you. Oh, I'm sorry. Is Cesaro gonna throw hands? I didn't think I needed to spill it out, but here we go. If the accused was coming home from Your Books instead of Bourbon Books, there's no doubt he still would have passed the place where the victim was stabbed. Yes, thank you, Inspector. Ugh. I almost so fucking. Allow me to reiterate from I learned, if somewhat slow. Wow, Nipponese friend. I hope you cut yourself. I really did. I hope you got some in there. Wherever the man purchases musty tomes, it makes no difference in the final analysis. Final analysis. He fucked me already. Damn it, bro. Yeah, it looks bad. It looks bad. Well, it's not as I suspected. You can't fool me, and I don't suggest you try. What did I say, eh? I've had enough of this now. Beg your pardon. Terribly sorry, but would you mind repeating that? Mr. Naruhodo, we mustn't give up. Well, what do you mean? If the prosecution's assertion is correct, the members of the jury may very well decide that Mr. Natsume is guilty. She's absolutely right. We must think. We must consider the assertions just put forward by the prosecution very, very carefully. He called me slow. He called me a clown. The acclaimed Soseki-san must have passed the location of the incident on his way home from your books, but... if I leave it, we're fucked. The assertion just made by the prosecution is fundamentally flawed. Explain yourself, counsel. Yes, my lord. You can see what I mean on this map. When returning from your books to his lodgings, Mr. Natsume could have followed the route suggested by the prosecution. However, that isn't the only conceivable route to take between the two places. If the defendant used these streets, look what happens. He arrives back at his lodgings without passing the location where the victim was attacked.
Objection!
Talking back to a clown is a fool's errand, of course. However, I feel compelled to point out that that route is what is commonly referred to as the long way around. Ah. On a cold winter's night, why would any man choose to take a longer route home? Well, the answer is extremely simple. He wouldn't. In other words, the accused took the obvious route back to his lodgings and is the obvious perpetrator of this crime.
Objection!
But, yes, I've got it. Obviously, we must ask the man himself. Ask Mr. Natsume which route he took home. I have already informed the court of the accused's response to such questioning. He claims he has no recollection. Oh. That's right. As I said, the bloke seems to spend his time outside wandering aimlessly from A to B. That day was no exception. He says he doesn't remember where he was or which route he took home. God damn it, Natsume. I don't believe this! I don't believe it! I'm booked! He's irresistible. Racist. 10 out of 10, but racist. I thank you, my learned friend, and suggest that we do not waste any more of the court's time by wandering aimlessly around this subject. Pray, what say you, insightful jurors? 'Cause he likes the cold. Yeah, maybe. I think it's a little too cold, though, Noodles. But even if that is the case, the defense still... Huh? Who the fuck said hold it? I agree with Lord Van Zeeks. Wholeheartedly, and in every way. What? I don't believe it. Does this mean... We members of the jury are completely convinced now. Very well. In that case, I hereby call upon all members of the jury to present your findings to the court.
Guilty!
The fuck?
Guilty! Guilty! Guilty!
Guilty! Guilty!
Did y'all really have to say that? Well, I'm fucking dead already, bro. I'm already dead! Did they really have to fucking voice that? That made it hurt extra. Ah, man, I can't fucking speak. Jesus. I'm cooked. It would appear the jury's leaning is unanimous. To the insightful members of the jury, I applaud your brave resolve. You served Queen and country admirably. Mr. Naruhodo, I gotta do the thing again. I gotta do the jury, yeah. The jury summation. No, not yet. This isn't over yet. I still have one last chance to sway the opinion of the jury. I have to tip the balance of those scales the other way. I have to turn this around. Somehow. Those are the eyes of Quarry, not yet willing to give up and die. Pull that armband up, Ryunosuke. Let's lock in. So I presume you intend to wield your rights again in this trial. The rights of the defense written into antiquated British law that should have been buried long ago. Call it antiquated if you will, but it's the defense's prerogative to carry out a summation examination if it so chooses. Very well, counsel. In accordance with the letter of the law, we shall proceed with the summation examination. Give me that shit, daddy. What the fuck? Oh. Are the members of the jury ready, Mr. Foreman? Of course we're ready. I'm all too familiar with that Nipponese whippersnapper and his unc's refusal to throw in his alley. Very well then. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you will each explain on what grounds you have determined the defendant to be guilty. He said, God, I hope. You guys are fucking sick. I would love to be those doodles. The jurors' contentions. For pity's sake, that little Nipponese oddity already admitted it himself, didn't he? If he said that a woman in green collapsed before his eyes, why, it could only have been the victim. The man wouldn't have gone around the houses on his way back from the bookshop, not in winter. So the poor woman was attacked from behind, was she? How dreadful. I really don't care. Can we just wrap this up now? I've got work to be doing. Your books, yes. Nice shop that. But bourbon books? No, not worth a visit. Oh. That fuck. With only minor exceptions, the reasons for finding the defendant guilty are all too clear. When the stabbing occurred, the only two people at the scene were the victim and the accused. And the accused himself has admitted to seeing the victim in her green overcoat sink to the ground before his eyes. Furthermore, we have heard from the inspector that the defendant then fled the scene. I must say, I would have ample grounds to convict this man already. Oh dear, even the judge appears convinced of Mr. Natsume's guilt now. Why did he have to run away like that? And how are we supposed to believe in some phantom attacker that nobody could see? This is impossible. How can I possibly make a case for this defense? Mr. Naruhodo, this is no time for grumbling. If you want to force the trial to continue... Yes, I know. I have to turn the tide. I must make the jurors change their minds. Well, 4 of them at least. Exactly. We have no choice but to forge forward. You have the floor, counsel. Begin your summation examination. Yes, my lord. Whew! I just need to keep this trial going somehow. Whatever it takes. Come on, Ryunosuke. You can do it. Whew! 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 The defense's rebuttal. Oh, shit! Okay. Alright. I love how this team got a Japanese team to show that it's still playing Phoenix Junior's head. I forgot his name. Junior's head. Phoenix Red Junior. No, dude. Like, even in the, they have... There's like, little melodies in, like, the main theme when we object. It's from Phoenix Wright's, like, main objection theme. Whenever we do another chill night, I'll show you. But I can hear the little nods to, like, Phoenix Wright's themes and stuff. It's really cool. You said, isn't you the one who accused of stabbing the hat maker? He was accused, yeah, but remember that was all... Yeah, that was all thrown out. Your favorite DBZ movie villain? Broly. I would have said Janemba, but eh. Cooler is cool. Just Broly. Both of the baby daddies took Jenny and her brother away from Georgia. Both the baby? Oh, both of the baby. Damn. That's true, because they're not even related. Damn.
Kakarot!
There he is. There's my man right there. Look at him. Yeah, Broly. Holy shit. There he is. Yeah. Did I forget we have those though? Yeah. Okay. For pity's sake, the little Nipponese oddity already admitted it himself, didn't he? We can press and then pitch.
Hold it!
We gotta press. Excuse me, but aren't you... Yes, that's right. I was in the witness stand myself just 2 days ago. Yeah, I had a feeling I knew your face. Or the sight of it, anyway. If I remember correctly, you're a banker, aren't you? That's right. After the gold rush down under, I came back to London to work. It was all going swimmingly until you started fossicking around. Bruce Fairplay was a man of repute. Sorry? Don't think I forgot how you treated me the other day. You had me and that young hatter pegged as criminals. Oh, well, you know, water under the bridge. Now, there's all sorts of rumors buzzing around, and the police have been badgering me non-stop. If I could turn back the clock... Well, anyway, I don't know about the Hatter, but at least I'm in the clear now. I'm free to make up my own mind about who's guilty and who isn't. Ah, thank goodness. Alright, maybe I might struggle to change this man's mind given our awkward history. Oh dear, I wonder what's become of Mr. First now. Yeah, that's fucked, babe. Yeah, they got her though, because that bitch got locked up. Child services, you know? If he said that a woman in green collapsed before his eyes, why, it could only have been the victim.
Hold it!
You're right that at the time of the incident, the defendant admits to having seen someone wearing a green overcoat walking ahead of him. Well, quite. That's precisely my point. Clearly that someone wearing green was the victim. And clearly that funny little Nipponese man with the disturbing mustache is the culprit. But let us not forget, madame, the defendant vehemently denies attacking the woman. Vehemently. Why, of course he does. If he admits to stabbing her, his life is over. The man is obviously a liver-faced coward, honestly, claiming the woman simply collapsed before his eyes. But if that's a lie, as you're suggesting, do you not think he would have concocted something more credible? Oh, I really couldn't say. After all, you are foreign. Who's to say what goes through your funny little minds? Okay, bitch. I can tell you what's going through my funny little mind right now, but you wouldn't like it. Yo, Tyler Rion's guy. I do declare the man has already made the admission. He himself has stated that there was nobody else around. Surely the conclusion is obvious. No one else could have possibly committed this awful crime. If no one else could have done it, the accused must be the man. Really, it couldn't be more simple. Your argument is compelling in its simplicity, I must admit. Oh my, you are too kind, my lord. That went well, for her. He's Australian. Oh, he's Australian! Oh, down under. Oh, that's what he meant. Ah. Would you rather fight a Tigrex, but you have the strength of your actual hunter, and the gear, or fight a Gormagala? Tigrex. Fuck Gore, bro. He was calling him liver-faced the fuck, because, you know, yo, yeah, maybe Squilliams, Jesus. The man wouldn't have gone around the houses on his way back from the bookshop, not in winter.
Hold it!
But wait, bitch. But you can't deny that there are other routes Mr. Natsumi could have taken back from your books. Oh yes, like you drew on the map, you mean. What was it? Calabash Road or something? Precisely. But it seems to me that what counts is whether the little Japanese fellow actually went that way or not. Well, yes, that's true. And at the moment, there's no proof that shows he did, is there? Well, yeah, that's true as well. And as I understand it, the accused himself doesn't remember which way he went, does he? Well, yes, that's annoyingly true. Winter nights are dark and cold, so the way I see it, you'd want to get home as quickly as possible. Well, yes. Why is this all true? So really, the only thing that makes sense is that he went home along Briar Road. I'm supposed to be convincing you here. I've given it a lot of thought, you know. I didn't just make up my mind on a whim that he did it. I mean, if there was some logical reason why he might have gone the Calabash Road way, it'd be different. I'd be happy to reconsider my position in that case. Honest, I would. I like this guy. The reason why Soseki-san might have taken the longer way home. Yes, a good reason. I don't imagine he'll be able to sway this young man's opinion without one. I like him, he's reasonable. So the poor woman was attacked from behind, was she? How dreadful. You read what I said about watching her? No, gaming, what'd you say? What'd you say? I think your message is gone, gaming. Sorry, I'm trying to go back to read it, but I don't see it. Yeah, I don't see it. What happened? Let's press.
Hold it!
Whatever is the matter, young man? You're the wife of Mr. Garridim, aren't you? The landlord who rents Mr. Natsume his room. The master's wife? Where do you get your ideas, sir? I'm the maid. The maid you oh, sorry. Yeah, the maid. Sorry. She's keeping up that charade? This is gonna be awkward. Why didn't you mention this yesterday? That you'd be selected for the jury in this trial, I mean. Well, I was told not to mention it to anyone until the day of the trial, you see. It was in the letter I received. The instructions were very clear, so I'm afraid I had no choice. I see. Anyway, Mr. Natsume, the defendant, takes lodging in your master's house, doesn't he? Yes, that's right. Although he's only been a little over a week now. And in that time, surely he must have taken stock of his character. Does Mr. Natsume look like the kind of man who would commit a crime such as this? Oh my goodness me, yes, he's just the sort. What? Spending all his time in the dark and dingy room, sporting that unscrupulous mustache? The man never speaks, and don't get me started on those shifty eyes. All the neighbors are talking about him. Hasn't it? Well, I've heard him, you know. People think he must be building a bomb in there or something. Bitch! Oh dear, poor Mr. Natsume. How could people say such things about him? He's just a harmless bookworm. Nothing more. Well, you just called him a worm, so... Anyway, I better be careful about inviting this maid to speak. She said enough damning things already. They're adding 2 monsters? 2 monsters? What the fuck? What do you mean? I thought it was just 1, gaming. Dude, there's a... I'm gonna stream Thursday afternoon and Thursday night. There's like a Capcom Spotlight. They're gonna talk about the 2nd title update. They're gonna talk about Street Fighter, probably Resident Evil. It's gonna be sick. I banish you to fight Oja and Tigrex with bone armor and weapons. Easy, Seth. You don't know who I am, man. I got that fucker's entire move pattern memorized. Yeah, banish his ass to the Shadow Realms, Williams. I'm not gonna lie.
Hold it!
Fuck you mean you gotta go to work? A man's life is on the line here, sir. This will take as long as it takes. Don't get clever with me now, son. My life's on the line too, and so is my family's. The likes of you wouldn't understand, but a laborer like me can't afford to take time off. If I don't work, I don't eat, and neither do the wife and kids. Oh, I see. That must be very hard. I go to the union every morning to find out what he's doing. If you're late and the work's taken, it's tough. This time of year, there's water and gas supply pipes bursting left, right, and center. They're after cheap labor to get the roads dug up to fix it. It's a hard slog from dusk till dawn. Dawn till dusk it is. So, you were out digging up the roads on the day of the incident as well, were you? That's right. In fact, if I remember rightly, it was just around the corner from where it all happened. By that old bookshop it was. There we fucking go. There we go. That's right. Mersham Street it was. Mersham. On the map, Mr. Naruhodo, there are only 3 named streets. Wait a minute. Juror number 5, I need you to add that information to your formal statement, please. What's the point of that? Can't we just get this business over with now? Please, sir, it's important. Fine, I'll do it then. The road was closed. They were working on it. On the day it happened, I was digging up Mersham Street from dawn till dusk. I can't even present anything though, that's the thing. So if that's closed, then he can't go that way. He has to go the long way around. Mersham Street was being worked on. It was dug up. I don't think they would have let people walk through. But who would I pit him against? Oh, there we go. This guy. The man wouldn't have gone around the houses on his way back. Not in winter. Okay. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it.
Objection!
There's your reason, sir. Those 2 statements are clearly at odds with one another. At odds, counsel. Explain yourself. Please, don't point. It wasn't me, I swear. What? I just want to get this done and dusted. Well, juror number 3. Oh, me, sir? What do you mean? Juror number 5's words just now are extremely significant. Let's take a moment to consider the implication of what's been said on our map of the local area. I fucking love this walk. On the day in question, Mr. Natsumi visited this bookshop to purchase a number of secondhand books. And on the same day, we now know that there were works being carried out on Mersham Street, making it impassable. Which means that the defendant's route home could not have taken him along Mersham Street and down Briar Road. Oh, yes, of course. What do you think, sir? Well, Yes, you can't argue with that, really, can you? We must have had a good 2 yards or more of the pavement up. Every gentleman and gentlewoman that came along had to turn back and go the other way. So the only conclusion is this. The defendant must have taken the longer route back to his lodgings. Yes, I suppose he must have. I suppose that must be right, eh? Juror number 3, you said the following. The man wouldn't have gone around the houses on his way back from the bookshop. But we see now that he had no choice. Yes. Woo. You got Terra, let's go, MJ. I don't know what the fuck that is, but you got it. It's big brain ace. I wouldn't even thought about how the road was closed. I mean, the guy said it himself. He was working on the road. And like, yeah. I mean, honestly, I assumed, because working on the road could mean anything from like the whole road being worked on or just like a part of it, you know? I just, man, I had nothing else to go on. My lord, Mr. Judge, sir, if I may. Yes? I don't think in all good conscience that I can say the man's guilty now. Yes, I'd like to see this trial continue so we can get to the bottom of what really happened. There we go. Okay, that's 2. That's 2. Come on. 5? What about you, sir? 5? Huh? Who, me? Well, alright then. There's a hole in the prosecution's argument. It should be filled in, that's what I say. My man. My man. Okay, 2 more. 2 more. 2 more. 2 more. It's damage up. Ooh, big damage? Oh, shit. That fucking scared me. I thought that was something happening in games, Williams. Well done, Mr. Naruhodo. That was wonderful. Wow, we've managed to change a couple of minds at least. It's strengthened our position somewhat. Yes, and it will prompt the other members of the jury to reconsider their stance as well. They'll be asking themselves if their current leanings are really right or not. Now, if we could just identify one more clue or discrepancy that would make them stop doubting Mr. Natsume. We might be able to tip the balance completely. Yes, that's exactly what we've got to do. Van Zieks is looking to bring this trial to an early conclusion. And that's why we have to prevent by whatever means we have at our disposal. Okay, thank you, counsel. On with the summation examination, please. Let's get this shit. Yes, my lord. Let's get this shit. Let's get this shit. Oh, I fucking love this. Got paid? Fuck yeah, Seth. Let's go, my boy. Hell yeah. Back from the Shadow Realm. Terra gives damage up and can break rocks with your tears. Oh, shit. Break rock with tears. Oh, that's Lurantis. Hold up. I like that Pokemon. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't realize how much of like a big like bug Pokemon fan I am. There are some dope bug Pokemon. Heracross, Pinsir, Scolipede, Scoliosis, Scoliosa. Okay, let's press the old man. I think that's the last guy we have. I'm sorry, sir.
Hold it!
Apologies, I do gotta press your deaf ass. Sorry, and fold it. I'm sorry that. Fold it, you say? Fold what? No. What they said was, hold it. What I wanted to ask was, do you visit your books often? I like the old books they have in there, yes. I enjoy reading them over a nice cup of old tea. That's my daily routine, you see. Same thing every day, including the day you're all talking about. And at what time did you visit your books on the day in question? Well, I was picking out books in there all afternoon, and it would have been just before 5 that I left. That's my daily routine, you see. Same thing every day, including the day you're all talking about. Santa Claus looking at it. Just before 5, you say? Exactly when the victim was attacked. Are you sure about the time? Oh, yes, no mistake there. I remember it well. I'm not about to forget that day in a hurry. Not after the dreadful time I had. What do you mean? No fucking way! You caught another shiny! What the fuck, Squilliams? Bruh. Hey, I'm gonna need to see that. I actually don't know what a shiny Lurantis looks like. What the fuck? You get 2, bro? There's 3 shinies in chat and you have 2 of them? Holy shit, that is sick, man. Hey, throw up the emotes for the shiny hype. That is sick. Bro, we got a shiny hunt again.
Well, I was walking down Calabash Road when I slipped on the ice and donked my head. It's always the worst after the snow stopped falling. That's when it's most slippery.
Wait, the roads were icy?
Knocked myself clean out, I did. I really thought my number was up.
Wait a minute, let me get this straight. This happened on Calabash Road?
That's right, I live in Cornpipe, you see. Heading down Calabash Road is the quickest way for me to get back from your books.
Juror number 6, I must insist that you add that information to your formal statement. It may very well be extremely significant.
Sorry, extremely sick? No, I'm quite alright now.
Oh my fucking... You're right, he's green! He's fucking green and he's rather round! He didn't see! He didn't see the victim, he saw him! Holy... I didn't even realize he's wearing green, MJ! Oh! You've changed 2 of the jurors' minds, Mr. Naruhodo. Yes, just 2 more to go. Deliver the finishing blow now. It's time to turn the tables here. Blow him! I wish I knew how to do a Sasada takedown. I suppose the words will have to suffice for now. Oh! I gotta pit you, sir. But against who? It could only have... If he said the woman in green collapsed before his eyes, it could only have been the victim. Bitch.
Objection!
Those 2 statements clearly show a flaw in the juror's reasoning.
A flaw? What are you talking about, counsel?
Well, juror number 2, juror number 6. Whatever do you mean, sir? I think perhaps the old man didn't hear you. Unbelievable. Not like I was loud or anything. There's at least one fact of which we can be sure here. The bookshop receipt found in the defendant's room clearly indicates that on the day of the attack, he had been to your books and purchased a number of second-hand titles. He then returned home on foot. The man says he has no recollection of his return journey. That's correct. But what he does remember is seeing someone appear in front of him on the way. Someone in a green overcoat who suddenly collapsed on the pavement before his eyes. Yes, we are well aware of all this. The poor young woman who was stabbed, obviously.
Objection!
Can we really be sure of that, madam? Whatever do you mean? I'm sure you heard juror number 6's account of what just happened to him that day. That same afternoon, there was somebody else apart from the victim, who was wearing a green overcoat and who fell over on the icy streets in the neighborhood. Oh my. My goodness, you mean... That's right. I'm referring, of course, to the hard of hearing juror number 6. Are you really suggesting that the person in the green overcoat whom the defendant saw collapse in front of his eyes was the jolly old gentleman on the end of the bench here with me today? That is entirely possible, yes. After all, the old man has somewhat similar build to the victim. Well, look at that. My goodness me.
Sorry, you need a pee.
You need to... I fucking love this, man. I didn't comment too good. Oh, check the M's back. Give me a second. Oh, let me see. Let me just get to the bottom of this. And crucially, I gotta pee to pee crucially. We knew precisely where the old man in green overcoat fell. On Calabash Road. Therefore, if the person who Mr. Natsumi saw collapsing in front of him was in fact juror number 6, it means the defendant must have taken the long route back to his lodgings. And if that's true, then clearly the crime scene on Briar Road where the woman was stabbed was not on his way home. Oh my! Give me the not guilty right now. You idiot, old man. If you hadn't been so daft as to be roaming about there, we'd have boxed this off hours ago. And really, what were you thinking wearing such a befuddling coat?
What did you say to me? Is it a crime for the elderly to walk the streets these days? Is it a crime to slip over on ice? Is it a crime to keep up with the latest styles and wear a beautiful green overcoat? Is it?
He looks good on him, I'm not gonna lie. Looks great. Bitch. What? My lord, I do hope it won't cause any inconvenience, but... You'd like to change your leaning, I presume. I do declare that I would. I should like to call for a verdict of not guilty. Let's go! Thank you.
And I would too. Me too.
What?
Is it a crime to change your mind? Is it? Well...
No, don't fucking do it. Let's go, baby, let's go! Yes! They were ganging up on that poor little man. What the fuck? What did they do? Thank you, baby. Let's get it. Pipe endure number 2. Seth, you do what you gotta do, brother. I don't want to know fucking anything about it. Well, the summation examination has concluded with a rather large shift in opinion. The ayes to, the noes for. So the noes have it. Not guilty, they say. Which means we no longer have a consensus among the members of the jury. The trial will continue.
Objection!
The fuck do you mean, Zeeks? No, I'm not fucking a clown. Could it seem churlish of me to drink from my hollowed chalice moments after raising an objection? Only to crush it in disgust? Pray forgive the discourtesy. Lord of Anziques? Fuck. It seems I must retract my earlier remark. What do you mean? I mistakenly credited these jurors with intelligence by describing them as insightful. Yet we have just witnessed them falling for a cheap trick performed by an Eastern entertainer. Huh? Whatever do you mean?
Objection!
I haven't tricked anyone. Everything I said is the truth. Indeed. Stalwart juror number 5 was undoubtedly repairing the road, as he claims. I believe he said it was a good 2 yards of the pavement which you had excavated, sir. Well, that's right. It took me the whole day, and they paid me a measly tuppence for it. Now, my learned Nipponese friend, tell me. Do you have any notion of the distance that 2 yards represents? Well, if I'm honest, I don't have a clue, no. Is 2 yards not a lot? Why is Daddy a vampire? We've been thinking about that since the first time we saw him, babe. And we have concluded, it do not matter. It's still Daddy. Him potentially maybe sucking blood is just a plus. 2 yards is a little less than 2 meters. Oh, fuck. Yeah, that's less than 2 meters? That's not much at all. In other words, a distance readily vaulted by anyone of moderate vigor. Would you not agree, my stalwart friend? Huh? Me? Well, I can't say you're wrong, no. What? And did you perchance erect a sign to prevent pedestrians from passing the site of your works? Huh? I wouldn't dream of it. What a waste of time. No coaches would have had a hope of passing anyway, and we just turn any gentlefolk back the way they came. Kids just jump right over us all the time. The accused is no gentleman as far as I can see. I have little doubt, however, that he could spring over a 2-yard trench in his meanderings around town. Fuck. Is that true, is it? The unconvertible truth is that the books just purchased by the accused were found at the scene. There can be no doubt that on his way back to his lodgings, Mr. Natsume walked down Briar Road. Crushed in a single sentence. And old man.
Old man, you can talk.
You say that at around 5 o'clock of the day in question, you slipped and fell on Calabash Road. Pray, was there a suspicious-looking Nipponese behind you at the time?
No, can't say I remember.
You don't remember? How about a wager, my learned friend? You say it was this old man that the accused saw, but I would lay 1,000 to 1 against you being able to prove it. Oh, fuck, this guy's good. Oh, shit! No, bro. Order, Lord of Anziques, explain yourself. My lord, if you had such a trenchant argument up your sleeve, why in the world did you not proffer it during the summation examination? I wanted to give this young foreign student the sightseeing experience he no doubt came for. I wanted him to see for himself how the opinion of the jury is so readily swayed. But my hospitality has its limits, and they have been reached, I feel. Oh! Fuck it, take it all off, Zeeks, come on. So, my learned friend, today's sightseeing tour of London is now over. What are you talking about? My lord. The prosecution requests permission to call on its next witness to the stand. Granted. Bailiff, bring forth the witnesses. Oh, fuck it. Okay. Hey, you know what? We wanted this anyway. No, he's not pulling his cock out. He's pulling his cock out. Would have noticed short-ass dude. Yeah, he would have. Yeah. But listen, this is fine, because just a little while ago, had I not gone through with the summation examination, it's over. It would have been declared guilty. But this is good. This was the point of it all, was to bring out these witnesses, to force his hand. We forced Van Zeek's hand to bring out the witnesses. So that's what we need. It's next to witnesses? Mr. Naruhodo, do you not remember? We've been told on several occasions that there were eyewitnesses to the incident. Yes, I remember. One of them being a Scotland Yard policeman, no less. I'm afraid that's likely to be the prosecution's next witness. Alright, no matter who Van Zeeks brings to the stand as his witnesses, and no matter what they say, I believe it's Ozeki-san. I know he's innocent. And I'll keep believing to the very end, until this battle is over. Sorry, Seth, let me go check out the fuck? Witnesses, please state your names and occupations for the court. Gotta check DMs. Gotta check DMs. Oh, hell yeah, Seth. There you go, my boy. Spend it wisely. It's just literally Goldilocks. Pretty similar, man. Here, let's take a look at them. Let's take a look. GG's though, Seth. Look at this bitch. Am I tripping, or they're wearing like similar, excuse me, similar scarves? Did you just... A Constable Rolly beat, sir. Nothing to report in the streets, sir. Jesus, this man looks like a... His eyes were... Are they related? And I'm Mrs. Beat. Patricia's my name. I'm proud to say I'm this young town hero's... You motherfuckers look related. I'm sorry. And this is half falling asleep. What's the story here? Well, in truth, we've not been married long. In fact, we celebrated our first anniversary only the other day. So a year. No, it was your husband I was asking about. He seems tired. Hardly surprising. Whilst being an honorable occupation, patrolling the beat is the most demanding work in the world. Oh, really? I'm sure I've heard that before, actually. Indeed, apart from rare days off, our gallant officers trudge some 20 miles a day, you know. They patrol boarding houses, pubs, collect taxes, survey the streets, check the meters are reading true. And they're responsible for keeping the streets clean, and lighting and extinguishing our streetlights. There are a number of items on that list that don't sound much like policing duties at all. I wouldn't just be falling asleep on my feet. I'd have collapsed long ago. Either they're related or they're fucking. Or both. Oh. Oh dear. But it goes without saying that a policeman's primary duty is the apprehension of criminals. Even when he's off duty, a constable is expected to investigate and resolve any crimes on his beat. For the London Bobby is a man of honor. Oh, this poor man. His fucking helmet is dented in, and a man of slumber. Patricia, your husband has narcolepsy. On the day in question, this man and his wife were walking down Briar Road in the opposite direction. And they witnessed the incident as it occurred. Is that not correct, Mr. and Mrs. Beat? That's right, sir. Isn't it, Rolly? Constable Rowley beats, nothing to report on the streets. What a great witness he's gonna be. Very good. I'd like to hear your formal testimonies now, please. You will tell the court exactly what you saw on the afternoon of the incident.
Yes.
Ha! And he's out again. Jesus. This guy. Can we take his helmet off? Like, is his head dented in as bad as his helmet? This poor fucking guy. It was our wedding anniversary, and Rolly was taking me out for a meal. There was no time to change after work. Anyway, two silhouettes appeared out of the fog on the pavement in front of us. And all of a sudden, one of them just collapsed on the floor. Then the other scattered something before running off. We ran straight over, of course, and then went for help at a nearby police box. It was definitely that Japanese man in the dock. Rolly and I both saw him as clear as day. But it was foggy. Your Honor, throw it back. Make it giggle. Make it giggle. Well, this is extremely compelling testimony, I must say. Oh dear, this policeman and his wife are claiming to have positively identified Mr. Natsume at the scene. If their testimony is true, the alternative course of events that you established in the summation examination will be quashed. It's death knell, in fact. Because that alternative was never viable in the first place. Bitch! What an unfortunate bechancing. And on your wedding anniversary, too. Oh, I know. But I still managed to go out for the evening with my man. I thank the Lord for that. Gosh, the life of a London bobby sounds very hard indeed. Indeed. However, this cross-examination will be over in minutes. You may well have time to rest this afternoon. What do you mean by that? My learned friend, the witnesses saw the face of the man fleeing the scene. They are testifying under oath that it was without a doubt the accused, Mr. Soseki Natsume. Beat them. And one of these witnesses is the policeman, no less. So you appreciate the gravity of the situation, I'm sure. Except that the man's so tired, his wife has to do all the talking. Enough preamble. Counsel for the defense, commence the cross-examination, please. Yes, my lord. Shit, this isn't looking too good. Love Tangrowth, but I feel like he'd be slaying me if he shook your hand. Is it not just vines? It'd be rough. No? Is he literally just not like a bunch of vines? What the witnesses saw. It was our wedding anniversary. Okay, let's see. No time to change after work.
Hold it!
When in doubt, press our way out, man. No time to change after work, you say. Are you also a member of the police, Mrs. B? Oh no, sadly not. It's a job for strapping young men only. Women, children, and the elderly can't even apply. Well, I think you can probably see why children and the elderly can't do the job, can't you? I think Rolly looks ever so handsome in his uniform. It sits you down to the ground, doesn't it, darling?
Fuck.
What? Yeah, I just finished my beat. Pat and I were heading back to the station. I was actually planning on getting changed there. Is he talking in his sleep? This is creepy. Oh no, Rolly, I much prefer you in uniform. Sometimes, I don't recognize you when I see you in plain clothes. Oh dear, that doesn't seem healthy. Kindly adhere to the point. You were going for a meal after you had finished your beat for the day, correct? That's right, sir, yes. Although I was fit to drop, to be honest, after spending the whole day on my feet. Well, this seems my life, sir. As long as I'm the proud owner of this, I'll serve my city and my queen to the end. What's that now? My warrant card, sir. Proof that I'm a London copper. It has the noble founding principles of the force written on it, as a reminder to all us policemen of our sworn duty. To patrol the streets of London town and uphold the peace of the common man. Sa! And for such a noble cause, I cover 20 miles every single day without fail and without grumble. Because I know that the plodding of my boots is all the Londoners need to hear. All the Londoners need to hear to feel safe and secure. So, fighting crime doesn't appear to come into it then. But just on that one particular day, I was looking forward to celebrating my wedding anniversary. Mrs. Beat puts up with a lot of being married to a body like me. I wanted to show my dear wife how much I care. Oh, Pat. Oh, look at these fucking... they've been together for a year and they're still like this? Aw. Oh, what a charming couple. Their young love is such a joy to behold. If a little over the top, perhaps? And then, kind of describe what happened next. Seriously, if you don't get annoyed with somebody over like a week, bro, nice. Hit it from the back. You fuckers. Stop! Anyway, two silhouettes appeared out of the fog and on the pavement in front of us.
Hold it!
Two silhouettes? That's right. They were coming toward us, walking up Briar Road in the opposite direction. Oh, fuck me, dude. That silhouette is scary. It's Ornstein and Smo. There was a rather plump figure followed by a scrawny, thin-looking man. That doesn't sound exactly like the victim as pictured in his prints, and like Mr. Natsume. Yes, unfortunately it does. And you're certain that at the time there was nobody else nearby? Oh yes, quite certain. It was dark, but there are streetlights on Briar Road, you see. There was nobody else around at all. Isn't that right, my darling? What? Yes, that's right, of course. There was a light fog on the ground. But Briar Road is dead straight. It's dead straight, and you can see a fairly long way down the pavement. And then there's the street lighting as well. I didn't see any other... Before sleep takes a firm hold, your answer please, Mr. Beat. Are you quite sure of what you've just said? Yes, sir. As a copper who spends all day, every day, keeping watch on the streets, I'd swear to it, sir. I'm as sure as my love for Patricia is true. Oh, Pat. Oh, really? You bitch. They're still maintaining there was no one else other than the victim and the attacker. It's starting to seem like that must be how it really happened. It's beginning to seem like there's nowhere to run. Well, that didn't stop Mr. Natsume, did it? He fled the scene all too convincingly. Thank you. I believe we have a reasonably clear idea of the situation just before the incident now. What happened to the crucial moments that followed? You said let him sleep, bitch. God damn. He works 20 miles every day. He walks that shit. I don't believe in PDA, but that shit is adorable. PDA is like... like, less is more, you know? I think it's obnoxious when you're just like, they're going... Oh, baby, oh, baby, oh, I love you. Like, in a crowd, in line, like... It's obnoxious. Like, dude, fucking... Relax, will ya? Bitch. All of a sudden, one of them just collapsed on the floor. Then the other scattered something before running off.
Hold it!
Okay. What did he scatter? Scattered something. What do you mean by that? Oh well, I couldn't quite make out what it was at the time. But then we got closer, we realized what it was. Didn't we, darling? Pull on this... Yeah, pull on this shit. Wake up, bitch. Sleepy ass. Oh, yeah, that's right. It was some old books. Let me see. Old books. Yes, the culprit had dropped a number of them, all around where the victim lay on the pavement. Indeed, as clearly pictured in this photographic print. The rotten Japanese man did that when he did the deed.
Hold it!
He's not rotten. Let's not forget that it remains to be established that the defendant was indeed the attacker. But we saw him. It was the man in the dock without question, sir. The mustache, the hunched back, the cat-like eyes, the taut mouth, the snub nose, everything. Oh fuck, they saw him clearly. Any more insults you wanna throw in? That's right, he looked down at that poor defenseless woman with those terrifying intense eyes, and then suddenly threw his books into the pavement and ran away. I see. This is tough. They seem as though they're telling the truth here. May I remind the court that this unambiguous testimony comes from a policeman and his wife. Now please, continue. Yes, sir. As long as they ain't exchanging fluids in public, I don't give a fuck. Kids are here. Kids are here. Go in the fucking bathroom. Look, don't go up. Yeah, I'm also kids. Yeah, it's fucking... Yeah, it's just a bit much, that's all.
Hold it!
People do gotta calm down now. Was it your husband who went to fetch help? No, I went. I may not be a police officer myself, but I am the proud wife of one after all. Isn't that right, my darling? You think they keep the scarves on when they... Oh, you know. What? Ah, yes, that's right. I asked Mrs. Beat to go. I was off duty by that point. But a Bobby's never truly off duty, of course, so I felt obliged to stay and guard the scene. Very laudable, Mr. Beat. Preserving the scene of a crime is a task of considerable importance. That's why I sent Patricia, you see. I told her where to find the right police box. Forgive my ignorance, but what do you mean exactly by the right police box? Depends on a crime's location, you see, as to who deals with it. Where the woman was stabbed wasn't actually on my beat. So I told Patricia the way to the police box for the beat the incident fell under so she could go and report it. I ran there as quickly as I could and asked for help from the Bobby on duty. There's nothing more potent than a young couple in love working together, you know. And thanks to your swift response, the case was quickly resolved. The actions of two model citizens. Oh, please, you're making us blush. Isn't he, darling?
You're choking me out, Doc.
Yes, well, Patricia said so. Let's move on, shall we? What the fuck, MJ? Your birthday's on Saturday? What? For real? No way. It was definitely the Japanese man, eh?
Hold it!
Okay, bitch. Sorry, madame. But surely you wouldn't have been able to see his face by the light of the gas street lamps, would you? Oh, we absolutely could. Us Londoners have exceptional eyesight, I'll have you know. Oh my god, this poor man. Right. The light from the street lamps was more than enough. And my husband already told you that the fog was only light, didn't he? Yeah, and what of the fog? We're famous for it across the globe, I believe. But it's an absolute menace to those of us who have to live with it, of course. Oh, it is, it is. When it's thick, you can't even see the hand at the end of your own arm. Yeah, alright, I take your point. Now, could you stop shaking your husband about? The constant fog makes our eyes very sharp, you see. That's why we can tell you for sure and certain that it was that little Japanese man we saw. Can't we, darling? What? Oh yeah, it was the accused, and no mistake. The mustache, the hunchback, the cat-like eyes, yes, unmistakable, sir. As far as this couple's testimony is concerned, there can't be any question. It was Soseki-san they saw running away from the scene of the crime. Shit. I'm an adult, not a kid. I just said that for the bit. I know, Squilliams. So that's it. So that's it, is it? That's their entire testimony. Thank you, baby. Oh, man. What do you think, Mr. Naruhodo? Well, I hate to admit it, but on hearing their testimony, it really does seem as though Mr. and Mrs. Beat saw what they really saw. Mr. Natsume running away from the scene of Briar Road that day. Yes, I feel the same. So if that's true, where does it leave us? The members of the jury are sure to call for a guilty verdict after this testimony. Oh no, then what do we do? If Kazuma-sama were here... What are you trying to say? I think he would try to find a contradiction somewhere else within the testimony. What do you mean, somewhere else? Their statement about saying Mr. Natsume is unequivocal. Calling that into question won't help. But if you can identify some other part of the testimony which appears to contradict the facts, you might be able to discredit them, make the jury doubt if the pair's memory of the day is accurate. Oh, right. Put simply, we must focus on finding a discrepancy in the statements somewhere. If we don't, I'm afraid the trial may reach an early and unfavorable conclusion. Why do I always seem to be so up against it? That's how it is, 'cause that's what it fucking is. Mr. Lawyer, sir, can I ask you something? Oh, yeah, of course. What is it? Well, you keep asking us all these questions about everything we've told you, so... It seems like you don't believe our testimony. Is that right, is it? Well, out with it. She's, puppeteering her husband to throw hands, and the man is just I don't even think he's awake. He's not here. I don't think he's on Earth. What? No, it's not really that at all. My husband's a policeman, remember? And I know what I saw. I remember every last detail. Everything, like, oh, I know. What about the books the man dropped? I can tell you the names of every single one I could. Every single one. And you dare question how reliable my testimony is? Actually, if you could, please name... No, it won't do at all. That Japanese lawyer has no idea what I'm capable of. Even if I decide to forgive him for insulting us, don't think for a minute that Rolly will. I really didn't mean to cause offense. Please, put your husband's fists down. Perhaps you would like the opportunity to supplement your testimony, Mrs. Beat. Might that appease you? Oh, thank you, my lord. That would settle things nicely. Wouldn't it, darling? Oh, fuck. Pineapples. I could even tell you the names of the 4 books. Oh! I love this game. 4 books, you say? What if the babies beatbox instead of cried when they come out of the womb? I love babies and kids in general. I think they are quite cool and awesome. To be fair, I blame... Dude, I was like a babysitter for like all of my fucking nieces and nephews. But I will say, I fucking hate it when like newborn babies do that cry. When like they're spouting out their guts. Like, dude, they sometimes do this cry. It fucking scares me. Where like, their mouth is open but no noise is coming out. They're just like, you know, their face is red and they're like, dude, breathe, bro, can you please? So instead of that horrible crying, instead they were beatboxing. That'd be dope. Like, oh, the baby's out. The boy. Paid my mom 120 pesos to make 6 lunches, 5 burritos in each. 120 because I had to buy the actual ingredients. 8 eggs, chorizo, and 3 packs of tortillas. All the lunches sell for 50, 6 lunches cost 300. I make fucking profit. Holy shit, Seth. Okay, dude, that's smart. No, she wasn't jerking him off. No, she wasn't. Okay. Okay. So she says she can name what the names. What's the names? No, that's the problem. I don't care if she can name them or not. The problem is the man dropped 3 books, not 4.
Objection!
So you're saying that there were 4 books? That's right. I remember all of them. The picture of Monsieur somebody, What's It Yearnings, A Meal for Someone, and The Thin Gummies Something. I think out of those 4, What's It Yearnings was not on the list. Canterbury Yearnings. Oh, bitch, you got... Those are all wrong. Those are actually completely wrong. Similar, but wrong. Oh, I see. A meal for someone. Okay, so she's kind of like... So she doesn't remember the names exactly, but she's kind of... Okay, but still, 4 books? 4? Oh, I thought you were being serious, Seth. No. I'm sorry, Mrs. Beat. But there is a fundamental flaw in that statement of yours. Oh no, what flaw? Simply that, at the scene of the crime, there were only 3 books, not 4. What? Play the fucking music. Have a good look at this photographic print of the scene of the crime. As you can clearly see, there are only 3 books. But no, that can't be. I saw them. I know what it is. You can't fool me. Sorry. It's that big old lump of a dead body. The lady's so large, her corpse is blocking the view. Her corpse is blocking the view of the 4th book, that's all. Let's at least try to remember that the poor woman isn't dead, even if we're insulting her size. No, I'm sorry, Mrs. B. But Mr. Natsume cannot possibly have dropped the 4 books you describe. Why not? Fascinating. And from your assured tone, something you can readily substantiate with evidence, I presume? Oh yeah, bitch. Evidence. I'm gonna buy 1 game soon, I got enough, and it's gonna be Shin Megami. Hell yeah, Seth. Counsel, you will present evidence to substantiate your claim or withdraw it. What proof do you have that the accused did not drop 4 books? His receipt, sir!
Take that!
Beats in my head.
The evidence is right here, in the form of this bookshop receipt. From your books? Yes, this receipt details Mr. Natsume's purchases that day. But as you can see, only 3 books are listed. No. Therefore, Mr. Natsume would have only dropped 3 books at the scene of the crime. Which means that your powers of observation, madam, can't be relied upon. Though it cannot be denied that though you say it was the defendant you saw, you could very well be mistaken. Oh no, no, oh no, oh no, no! Oh shit. He fell.
Objection!
Bitch, what? Bitch, what? What you want, Vampiro? It's plainly evident that it is your powers of deduction that cannot be relied upon, my learned Nipponese friend. What? What cannot be denied is that these 2 witnesses saw the accused running from the scene. A fact that you know very well you have no hope of disproving. But man, so you've striven to avert attention from that by dint of some inconsequential discrepancies. Would that be fair? He sees right through me. But your plan has somewhat recoiled against you. What are you talking about? It's quite simple. Let me explain with a toast. To the policeman's wife and her entirely accurate testimony in every respect. Oh. You see, the matter is not up for debate. At the scene on Briar Road, a total of 4 books were most definitely found.
Objection!
But what about the photographic print? It only shows 3 books. Quite right, only 3 can be seen in that print. We have another... You mean to say... Oh, Jesus. Allow me to present another. One that shows the victim's hand. I don't believe it. Oh. Tell me y'all see that shit. Tell me y'all see that shit. Oh no. Seth, I think you called it. It's the 4th book. As you will observe, the 4th book was hidden from view in the original print by the victim's torso. Vampire Daddy can suck my blood. Everybody, man. I'm not gonna lie. Everybody in this fucking chat, including me, regrettably. I regret to inform you that, yes, I would... Hey, Zeeks, meet me after court, bro. There, you see? Look at that. Look. Yes. It's just like I said, isn't it, my darling? Yes, Patricia's always right, Let us study the receipt for the books purchased by the accused on the day in question. Mrs. B, the titles once again, if you please. Oh yes, of course. The picture of Monsieur somebody or other. The picture of Monsieur Lecoq. What's it yearnings? Canterbury yearnings. A meal for someone. A meal for Gaboro, in fact. As the court has just heard, the witness remembers the book titles flawlessly, save for a few minor details. Mrs. Beat's powers of recollection can only be described as exceptional. Did you hear that, Rolly? The gentleman paid me a compliment. Yes, flawless. Patricia is flawless. But there are only 3 books on the receipts, and Mrs. Beat mentioned 4. There's nothing surprising about that. Clearly the 4th book is that which is shown in this photographic print. I'm sorry, Counsel, but does that not seem odd? Why should the 4th book be omitted from the receipt? Not odd at all, my lord. As the photographic clearly shows, the 4th book was found in the victim's clutches. In other words, it belongs to the victim. Ah, Zeke, but it doesn't. This is fucked. The victim was holding her own book? I wonder, what became of that 4th book? Obviously, it wasn't overlooked by the investigating officers at Scotland Yard. I have it here as evidence. You will submit that and the aforementioned photographic prints to the court, please. You are withholding evidence though, bitch! I'm supposed to be on the same page as you! This is illegal! My pleasure, my lord. No, guys, no! You guys don't fucking remember. Who was here during the investigation process? Remember when we did the dance around? When we did the spectacular with Herlock Sholmes? You guys remember? This fucking book, The Lion's Pride. There's a reason why he thought that a lion was at those people. Remember there was a... Dude. Oh, man. I don't want to jump the gun. The prosecution rests. I have nothing further to add. What? You seem surprised, my learned friend. But your resistance until now has been in vain. Entertaining, yes, but futile. The spurious longer route to the accused lodgings that you tried to establish in your summation examination, and the attempted discrediting of the witness powers of recollection in your cross-examination. Futile? I walked right into this, didn't I? You see, everything we said is true. Isn't that right, my darling? Yes, Pat. Marry me, Pat. Perhaps the ladies and gentlemen of the jury would like to reconsider their positions. Should the court waste any more time on this Nipponese travesty? You could just call me a travesty. You don't have to point out my, Alright, bitch. Or is it the decision you have to make all too apparent already? No! No! You have all heard of the witnesses and seen all of the evidence. This trial has run its course. Mr. Naruto, I'm afraid we're in a terribly precarious position. I know, but if I fight back in the wrong way now, I could very well just make matters worse. Think, Ryunosuke, think! What do you do now? Fucking raise an objection.
Objection!
No, it was the... I actually noticed the burn mark after. The name got me first. I'm not done yet. No, my learned friend, it's over. That last cross-examination was your final chance to establish a credible defense, and you failed. The die has been cast. There's no more room for debate. Well, it might be over as far as you're concerned, but... I can't think of what to say. If I may, Lord Van Zieks. It seems somewhat boorish to close down the debate at this point. Your insignificant little Eastern Isle must be a lawless hole indeed. No, for a lowly judicial assistant to have the audacity to intervene at a moment like this. Oh. Don't call her lowly. I am, to my shame, still a very inexperienced lawyer. So you will have to forgive me, but I consider my assistant's advice essential and her opinions invaluable. Mr. Naruhodo. One of this land's great guiding principles is tolerance, so the court will hear you, madam. Go ahead, Mrs. Otto, please. You were fighting penis monsters, huh? Very well. Pray, what insight can you give us? What have we all overlooked in this matter that you can see fit to pursue further? Well, the court has been presented with new evidence, but only after the last cross-examination finished. I see. And you believe that this new evidence warrants further examination, do you? Mr. Naruhodo, what do you think? It's just possible that this new evidence might be decisive proof we've been waiting for. The judge is sure to ask the members of the jury to announce their leanings in a moment. And, of course, he's sure to ask you to explain what the crucial piece of evidence is and why. So we must take this opportunity to examine newly presented evidence as thoroughly as possible. Bet. Let me look at that fucking book. The Lion's Pride. Yeah, bro. Yeah, dog. Yeah, yeah. Oh, look at this. The book has been badly burnt. You're right. You'd never be able to read it in this state, especially not the latter pages. What a terrible waste. Judging from the scorched edges of the paper, I think the damage must have occurred very recently. A book recently damaged by fire. Why does that seem to raise a big red flag with me? Because that's a massive big red fucking flag, dude! I'm presenting that. Yes, Noodles, yes! Yes, I understand. And thank you, Mrs. Suzuto. This is it. Suzuto-san has managed to win us one last chance here. I can't let it go to waste. The defense wishes to present evidence, my lord. Very well. The defense may present one further piece of evidence. Evidence that apparently offers a profound insight into this case, and has hitherto been overlooked. The fourth book.
Take that!
The evidence in question is what we can see from the newly presented photographic prints of the crime scene. The fourth book found in the victim's hand.
Objection!
We have already discussed the fourth book at length. Other than it being in the victim's grasp at the time of the incident, no significance has been attached to it. Pursuing the matter further would be a flagrant waste of time, the court's time, as you well know. Yes, I'm afraid, counsel, I must concur with the prosecution on this matter. When I afforded you this opportunity, you led the court to believe that the evidence in question contained a hitherto undiscovered clue. It does. I must insist that you elaborate, counsel. You will identify this clue at once. Do I make myself clear? Oh, yes, my lord. It's, Mr. Nato, hold on. I believe the prosecution is trying to avoid a thorough examination of the evidence, which means you may very well be on the right track. Yes, I think you might be right. I got it. So, counsel, precisely where is the vital clue to this case, which this fourth book conceals? Right here, sir. My lord.
Got it!
I would ask the court to observe the back of the book in question. The back? What do you... Good gracious. It's been burnt to a crisp. So we have to ask ourselves, why was the victim clutching what is clearly an unreadable book? It is undeniably an extremely unnatural thing for her to have been doing.
Objection!
Unnatural, you say? And what of it, my Nipponese friend? Were I to concede the point, if it bears no relation to the case, there is nothing to discuss. So, should you wish to assert that this fire damage is some veiled clue as to what happened that day? Pray, do enlighten us all. What truth does this charred book hide? A charred book. There's just one possibility here, which I can't quite bring myself to rule out. It's an outside chance, certainly, but worth a try. Alright, I'll explain my theory. Don't keep us waiting any longer then, counsel. Explain this theory of yours. What are you suggesting that you can ascertain from the fire damage the sorry tome has suffered? Its owner. My lord, the burn on the back of this book reveals a startling truth about the book's owner. I beg your pardon? But we already know who the book belongs to. The victim was gripping it in her hand as she fell to the floor. It's obviously hers. No. The question of how this book came to be in the victim's hand is yet to be answered. However, as to the questions of who the book really belongs to, and where it originated, the defense has very credible answers. Good gracious, how can you possibly? Very well, I'll play along with this futile attempt to delay your inevitable demise. But do remember, the members of the jury may well burn you if your little gamble goes awry. Counsel, the defense's response here is very likely to influence the final outcome of this trial. Tell the court, who do you claim is the owner of this burnt book? It was his favorite book, he said. He was sad because his favorite book got burnt up.
Take that!
The answer is that the book belongs to the couple who owns the house where the defendant has his lodgings. A certain Mr. and Mrs. Garadeb. The landlords? Oh shit, Van Zeeks was shocked. I've never seen him like, oh. And whether this is some extraordinary coincidence or some kind of fate at work, I don't know, but... Of all the people in London, one of the 6 chosen for jury duty in this courtroom today is none other than Mrs. Garadeb herself. Oh my goodness, me? I think you must be mistaken, sir. I'm not Mr. Garadeb's wife, I'm his maid. Things would be so much easier if you would just drop the pretense. Alright then, how about a simple question for you? Have you ever seen this book in Mr. Garadeb's house? I would never presume to know all of the books he keeps, sir.
Objection!
This is outlandish behavior. This woman is the accused landlady, you say. You implicate this hard-working member of the public, you besmirch her without a shred of evidence. Your actions are unforgivable.
Objection!
Let's go back and forth, baby. This is not mere conjecture. The defense happens to know that on the day in question, at almost exactly the same time as the victim was stabbed on the pavement below, another incident was taking place in the room on the top floor of Mr. and Mr. Garadeb's house. Good lord, what sort of incident, counsel? A fire, my lord. Oh yes. Te gustan nuts? I like peanut butter. Somebody just said, why is Balloon Boy so caked up and I can't sleep? That's horrible. With objection, bunk. Objection, bunk. What do you think, chicken or shrimp is better? It depends. Yeah, it depends. It really depends. Right to say it was. It happened in the blink of an eye. I love both, though. The whole place filled with smoke. Couldn't see a bally thing. It didn't take long for the fire to spread, of course. The bally furniture started going up as well. Yeah, she wouldn't let him speak. Worst of it is, I lost my favorite book called The Lion's Pride. Applebee's? Tenders. Chicken tendies. I don't know. I wouldn't trust him with shrimp. I'm not gonna lie. The Lion's Pride. By Jove, the very same title that's the subject of this debate. Oh, dear
Objection!
me. This is risible. All you've told the court is that a book by the same name was involved in a fire, in which case, it would be reasonable to assume that it was burnt to ashes. And entirely unreasonable to infer that it magically removed itself to the scene of the crime. Perhaps it would make more sense if I told you that the cause of the fire was marital discord. Without going into details, it appears that Mrs. Garadeb was considerably enraged. Apparently, she continued to attack Mr. Garadeb even amid the flames. Oh, how awful. I can't even imagine being so horrid to the one you love. Can you, Rowley? Absolutely not, sir. My Patricia would never raise a finger against me, sir. I had all my favorite old novels in that case. But as soon as the fire got hold of them, that was it. Whoosh, up in smoke. Then the wife started hurling things at me. There was I, back up against the window, under heavy enemy fire, incendiary books incoming 10 to the dozen. Oh, she threw that fucking book out the window. The man had his back up against the window, and he had burning books thrown at him? Goodness gracious, are you suggesting that the book was thrown through a window and landed coincidentally at the scene of the crime?
Objection!
No. A thorough investigation of the surrounding area was conducted the very evening of the incident, and there is no report of the Garadeb's window pane being broken. That's quite true. We also saw no sign of broken glass when we visited the Garadeb's household. But it is not conceivable that the window was open at the time, not even remotely. Let us not forget the season and the chilling weather that accompanies it. No Londoner would ever leave a window open in the middle of winter. Hey, but that helps me. Then that helps me. Wait a minute. Okay, cool. Thank you for proving that point for me. So that means the book must have gotten out there some other way. Does defense postulate this scenario in all seriousness, counsel? Do you earnestly claim that the book found at the scene was a flaming projectile thrown by Mr. Garridup's wife? I believe it's a possibility, my lord. Holy shit. Who the fuck said that's quite enough? Well, I hope that everyone can see you for what you are now, you little foreign trickster. You call yourself a lawyer, but you're just a coward. A mean coward. Really? Claiming that our little tip set the whole neighborhood alight. Honestly. Implying that I'm merely posing as a maid for appearance's sake. How could you? Well, you are. It's nothing to do with this beastly case. Not any of it. All you've done is sully our family's name. No, I assure you that was never my intention. Dragging an upstanding citizen's name through the mud simply to divert attention from your failing defense. I should box your ears, that's what I should do. It's utterly unforgivable. Too right. Here we go. How long have we sat here now, listening to this Nipponese spouting out his fancy foreign theories? But think about it. At the end of the day, the only person who could have possibly stabbed the victim is that little hunchback with the mustache. And he ran away from the scene, too. I do declare you're right. It's true. Yes, what did I tell you? Makes sense to me. Sorry? What? Oh, we're fucked. We're fucked. Our family's name. Our. I want to try those giant hot mozzarella sticks. Mozzarella sticks are good. Oh, they're so good. Well, it would appear that the ladies and gentlemen of the jury are once again in full agreement. What is your position, Lord Van Zeeks? In truth, my lord, I feel these have been unnecessarily protracted proceedings. But then, one must always exercise patience in order to savor the best vintage. No, wait! The mystery of the fourth book still hasn't been... Jesus. If the books are your predilection, my learned friend, study them on your own time. Can you kick me like that? What? No, forgive the discourtesy this time? In that case, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you will now state your individual decisions regarding the defendant's culpability for the court to hear.
Guilty!
Ah, fuck me.
Guilty. Guilty.
No, don't smell his feet.
Guilty.
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 Did I fuck up? Thank you for that unambiguous response. That's twice now. It's over. Mr. Naruhodo, don't give up. Miss Suzato? Have you forgotten? The battle isn't over yet. You're not suggesting... Of course, the defense has the right to another submission examination at this point. You could still convince the jurors to change their minds. You have one more chance. Oh, we can do... Wait, what the fuck? I thought we only had one chance at that. My lord, the defense asks to exercise its right to a summation examination. You believe you still have tricks up your sleeve? I don't intend to trick anybody. I intend to uncover the truth. This is no time to be a downcast. As long as there's a chance, I have to stay strong and be determined. Oh, bro, I thought I... Okay. What the fuck do you mean? No, bro, no, it's too early. I don't want to stop. No. Fuck. Oh, there was a turquoise in chat. Oh. No, man, I don't want to stop. No, we gotta keep going. No, we gotta go. No, dude. I refuse. I refuse. I was lagging because of a fucking Roblox. I have considered the defense counsel's request for a further summation examination of the jury. And I have determined that the court must uphold the defense's judicial right to this procedure. So, counsel, you will now proceed with your second summation examination. I presume the jury is ready, Mr. Foreman. We are, my lord. Very good. In that case, I must ask each of you now to state clearly and concisely for the court the grounds on which you find the defendant guilty of this crime. Want to hear something cool? Yeah, notice what's up. Judicial findings. Alright, let's do it. Jurors' contentions. Accused left behind evidence at the scene, didn't he? Those 3 books of his. If there was some novel alternative explanation about how the victim was stabbed, I might reconsider. Even if the woman was throwing books, it can't be related to the crime if the window was closed, can it? Dearie me, it was only a little book, hardly life-threatening, even with a direct hit. Look, I just want to get this over with. If I don't bring home some pay tonight, I'll be in a tidy bit of trouble. Come to think of it, we had a fire at home a while ago. It gave me the sneezes. Yes, considerably more tangible arguments from all members of the jury this time around, it seems. With one notable exception, of course. My learned student friend was unable to find fault in the previous witness testimony. So the court must accept the fact that it was indeed the accused seen fleeing from the scene. And moreover, no one else was even at the scene to commit the crime. Well, if the eyewitnesses are correct, it would seem as if the conclusion is somewhat set in stone. I fail to see how it can be argued any other way. That means I'm afraid that during the summation examination, it's essential that you establish some other tangible explanation for the facts. But how? What would even constitute a tangible explanation here? Isn't it obvious? Who stabbed the woman, and how? Those 2 details are all you need to provide. Simply give us a name and a method by which the attack was conducted. And there I was thinking this might be hard. But Mr. Naruhodo, you have to do it. Otherwise this really will be where the trial ends. No pressure then. That's quite enough preamble. Proceed with the summation examination, please. I presume you are prepared, counsel. Oh yes, my lord. Alright, Ryunosuke. Focus your mind now. Fucking lock in twice! Clearly, the key to the summation examination is going to be juror number 4, the maid. Or should I say, Mrs. Garridib. We have a book that disappeared from the Garridib's house in the evening of the incident, and the 4th book found in the victim's hand. There must be a way to link the 2. Yes, that's what we have to find. Using every technique I've learned in my short career so far, whatever it takes. Don't forget to keep an eye on Miss Garridib and how she reacts. Even to the other things... Oh, even to the things other people say. Oh, they can do that too. Interesting. Let's go, man. Oh, shit. The defense's rebuttal. Can I pat Ace's belly? You better fucking not. No, hell no. Yes, I don't know. Yes. Those are indifferent. We need... It's not a yes. It's not a yes. So the other day when I was at my grandma's, she gave me a massive cookbook called The Essentials of Baking, and it's fucking awesome. It's got a ton of recipes and explanations of different ingredients and what to do in baked dishes. Holy shit, Noodles. Bro, did you see anything in it that, like, you know, it's got you, it's got your interest piqued? Something you want to immediately work on? Pretty please. No, fuck that. No! Denied by the... Leave my fucking belly alone.
Hold it!
But as we now know, there were 4 books, not 3. Well, what difference does it make? There's every possibility that the 4th book in fact belongs to the defendant's landlord. Yes, that's the part I have a problem with. Sorry? Well, at the point the woman was stabbed, this landlord fellow was home, wasn't he? Enjoying a fiery scrap with his wife over or something. You said. That's not exactly how I put it, no. Well, anyway, the point is, the fellow and his wife were somewhere else when it happened. I think that's what you call a strong alibi. So it couldn't have been the landlord who did it, which only leaves the Nipponese fellow. Honestly, I can't see what all this palaver's about. It's a done deal, isn't it? I suppose it is, since I've nothing witty left to say. Shit. stone him? If there was some novel alternative explanation about how the victim was stabbed, I might reconsider. Okay. Even if the woman was throwing books, it can't be related to the crime if the window was closed, can it?
Hold it!
What about the possibility that the window was open? But what about it? I mean, there's just no way it could have been. How can you be so sure? The prosecutor fellow over there said it earlier, didn't he? Winters in London are no joke. You don't want to invite that sort of cold indoors. So no, that window wasn't open. Us Londoners like sitting by the fire and staying warm, see? But you couldn't categorically state that the window wasn't open, could you? It just wasn't. They wouldn't have opened it. Then what's the point in even having windows, huh? Counsel, you will kindly refrain from childish bickering. Sorry. Somehow I need to show there's an undeniable possibility that the window was open. Because this young man isn't gonna budge otherwise. Deary me, it was only a little book. Hardly life-threatening, even with a direct hit.
Hold it!
Listen, you bitch! You're not being completely honest. But the little book was on fire at the time, was it not? With flames of love, I'll have you know. Okay. There's really no such thing as loving incendiary bomb. Well, he brought it upon himself. He's playing with fire to betray a fiery love. Isn't it? Well, don't you agree? No, well, any kind of betrayal is certainly a bad thing, yes. But I think the argument might have arisen out of your misunderstanding, Miss Garrett. Never you mind that. The point is we were just having a jovial little dispute, nothing more. Sure. And I won't have any more of those suggestions that it wasn't anything whatsoever to do with the crime. Okay, great. Well, we'll see about that. But what about jury number 5? He doesn't seem to be turning a hair at Miss Garrett's relentless onslaught. It's almost as though he's used to it. What a gentle soul he is. She's hitting him. Wait, so why is that in the 8-ball response? What? Shut up, Seth? I think at the time, Seth was being a monster. Look, I just want to get this over with. If I don't bring home... Okay, well...
Hold it!
You just want to get this over with? How can you sit there and say something like that? A man's future's at stake here. Well, him and me both then, like I said before. What? I told you already. I'm a day laborer, aren't I? If I don't bring home some radies with me tonight, you'll find me floating face down into the Thames tomorrow morning. What? You heard me. My missus doesn't want to mess about, you know? She can be fierce, believe you me. Another shining example of marital bliss, then. A situation like this cropped up the other day. It was, well, you know, it's funny, but I can't quite remember. Huh? It was too frightening. That's the thing. I must have blocked it out. Helpful. I wonder if Mr. Beat will ever be dragged into the Thames by his scarf. Don't even go there, Mrs. Otto. There must be some way to jog his memory about this. Interesting. Okay, something happened.
Hold it!
A lot of marital abuse. Oh yeah. Does that have anything to do with your decision about the defendant's culpability in this case? Sorry, what's that? You'll have to speak up, lad. Could you tell us more about that fire? It was last winter. My grandchildren baked me a lovely cake on my birthday. It had 75 candles on the top of it. What a sight to behold it was. You're 75? That was last. You're gonna be 76? Did people live to be that old back then? You put candles on a cake? Was it some kind of devil worship? Oh, of course not. It was an angel cake to celebrate my birthday, obviously. Here's the common custom here in Great Britain, Mr. Naruholo. Anyway, I mustered all my puff to blow them out. Only I must have blown wrong somehow. The flames didn't go out, but the candles went flying all over the room. The furniture caught and everything went up. The whole place filled with smoke. Definitely sounds like devil worship to me. And by the sneezes, I presume you mean cold. How did you catch a cold from a fire? What a fiasco it was. The grandchildren, bless them, threw water over me as they tried to put out the flames. And then, because the whole room had filled up with smoke, of course, we had to open all the windows to clear it. Huh. The windows. The biting winter air rushed over me like the devil dancing on my grave it did. I caught a terrible cold from it. It put me in hospital for a while. I won't forget that birthday in a hurry. I knew it was devil worship all along. But something about this old man's story is playing on my mind for some reason. Hey, wait a minute. We need to demonstrate who, apart from Mr. Natsume, could have attacked the young woman on the street, as well as how he or she could have done it. Yeah, but once again, the jury's statements are full of personal prejudice. A lot of them seem convinced they're right, even in the face of logical arguments to the contrary. I think you're gonna need to pit them against each other to force them to accept an alternative explanation. Yes, I don't necessarily need to find contradictions between their assertions. Just a connection might be the trick. Alright, I'll see what I can do. If anything stands out, I'll go in for a strike. That's the spirit. Interesting. That's true. Okay, if you have a fire starting in a small room, smoke's gonna start piling up. Wouldn't you want to open a window to let the smoke out? If there was some novel alternative explanation about how the victim was stabbed, even if the woman was throwing books, it can't be related to the crime if the window was closed, can it? He added it. Winter house fires are dire. You'll have to open the windows to clear the smoke. That's when the chill gets you, see? Let's do it.
Objection!
These two jurors' statements clearly contradict one another. They do? How exactly, counsel? Don't point at me again. I told you it wasn't me. What's that you say? Speak up, lad. Speak up. Juror number 3. Do you see? Me? See what, sir? Did you hear juror number 6 account for his birthday? No, sorry, number 6 account of his birthday celebrations last year. It seems, despite being a Londoner, he once opened his windows in the middle of winter. Well, yes, of course, because it was an emergency. I mean, obviously, if the room was filled with smoke from a fire, then you'd be mad not to open... Oh! Exactly. On the day in question, at the time of the incident, there was a fire in the Garrideb household. And Mr. Garrideb had the following to say about it. The whole place filled with smoke.
Oh my!
On my hat! Oh, my hat! Excuse me? Drinking a lot of tea there, Mrs. Garrideb.
Excuse me!
Juror number 4. Do you have something to say about that? Mrs. Garrideb. Oh, dearie me. What is the meaning of this? How dare you imply that I'm hiding who I really am? It's imperative that you confirm something for the court. So please, it's time to drop the pretense now. What is it? When the fire started in your house that day, did you, or your husband, open the window? What? I beg your pardon, what are you insinuating? The room would have been thick with smoke after the carpet and bookcase caught fire as they did. In a situation like that, it's inconceivable that you wouldn't have opened the window. And what if we did? But... Oh, alright then. Yes, you're right. My husband was frantically trying to open the window, which can't have been easy, since I continue to give him a justly deserved book battering. Even though your house was on fire? Oh, you never stop throwing until the anger subsides. It would be terribly bad for the nerves to do otherwise. Of course, I should have realized. That's a significant step forward, Mr. Naruhodo. You've managed to establish that the window was open. We simply must have that added to Mrs. Garrideb's formal statement. Yes! Yes! Now you mention it, yes, the window was open at the time. I'd clean forgotten, but it's true. Now, the window was open. What do I pin that with? Could it be this? So if the window was open, That means the book got out there. It's gotta be her, I think.
Objection!
I fucked up. Those two statements clearly contradict each other.
Hold it!
I'm sorry, but as a foreman of the jury, I have to object. That's complete nonsense. What? I'm a banker, don't forget. An educated man, and there's no contradiction as far as I can see. Quite so, Mr. Foreman. I will not permit a whimsical attack against the good members of the jury council. There was nothing whimsical about it. It's very important to listen carefully to every juror, Mr. Naruhodo. Then you can decide where the contradictions really lie, and if there are any. I'm sorry. Should I pressure on this?
Hold it!
The fourth book found at the scene of the crime shows very obvious signs of fire damage. And the title of the book is The Lion's Pride. The same title, in fact, as the book that Mr. Garrett told us he had been reading. Well, I really couldn't say. But on the day in question, did you or did you not throw at your husband the copy of The Lion's Pride that he had been reading? I did. It was the first thing I could lay my hands on, so I hurled it straight at him. And now you come to mention it, yes. He was rather enjoying reading it. You're right. Why did you not reveal this information to the court from the outset? Because I couldn't, you insolent little man. I didn't remember. At times like that, you pick up and throw whatever you can lay your hands on, as well as you know. I really don't. I barely noticed I was throwing a book, much less the title of it. Are you good?
Excuse me!
Juror number 5. What is it, juror number 5? You know something? I've remembered what it was. The memory I'd blocked out. Ah. It was listening to what this granny was saying. Oh, granny. It brought it all flooding back. Who are you calling a granny, you cheeky devil? I'm Mrs. Garrett, or the maid, I'll have you know. Or the maid. The man doesn't even flinch. Please tell me that's not because he's so used to being hit all the time. I think it is. It was about 2 weeks ago now. I just got back home after work. I put my hand in my pocket for the wages I just earned that day, and I nearly died. There was a hole. Every last penny had dropped out. Oh dear, what a disaster. You haven't heard the half of it, boy. Oh? The wife was cutting up some chicken at the time. I could hardly get the words out, but I told her straight. I lost a day's wages, love. Next thing I knew, the blade was whistling past my ear. Stuck into the wall next to me, it did. About an inch deep. No words, just terror. I could smell it then, you know? That god-awful stench of Thames. I was sure I was gonna end up face down in the muddy banks that night, I can tell you. Now, that's a real disaster, isn't it? I'll never use the word lightly again. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is this. When women lose their rag, they'll throw anything at you. Knives, hatchets, hammers, you name it. Mr. Naruhodo, you mustn't think that all women are so short-tempered and unrefined. No, I wasn't thinking that. Throwing household objects at people is, well, it's so uncivilized. At least attack with honor. Use a bow or the like. What? Attack? Who are you going to attack? Never mind. Anyway, this man's words could be rather significant, I think. Alright, we'll come back to the bow and arrow thing later, if I dare. She said, don't throw things, get a knife, or get a fucking katana. Are these men okay? No, they're not. These men are getting manhandled. A woman in a rage will hurl almost anything at you. Kitchen knife really brought that home to me.
Hold it!
Your wife really threw a kitchen knife at you? That's right. She was chopping meat with it. Had a tidy edge on it, believe me. Still, it's all memories, isn't it? It started with that smile she threw me when we were recording. And since then, the list of things she's thrown at me has grown along with our relationship. There was a cup, then a glass, then a pot, a kettle, a chair, a wardrobe, a cooker, a bathtub. Oh, she's upgrading. Cool. Your wife must be even beefier than you. And things came to a head last week when she threw me, right into the Thames. Still, she's not so bad when she's calmed down. She's a little sweetheart, really. I'm so happy for you. If you want to know what I think this whole idea of ladies first that we're so obsessed with in this country was thought up by some clever lads who'd been tossed in the Thames too many times by their wives. That's a very interesting theory. What a terrible thought. On the face of it, this juror statement just sounds like a really extreme anecdote. But I think it might turn out to be an extremely powerful weapon. A weapon I might be able to use to make the jurors accept an alternative explanation here. Okay. A kitchen knife. A woman in a rage will hurl almost anything. And Mrs. Garrideb can't even remember what she threw. She just started throwing shit. What if she threw a knife? Out the window. It's possible. I'm grasping. I'm bluffing.
Objection!
Those two statements clearly have a deeply significant connection. Good grief. You mean they don't contradict each other? Explain, counsel, at once. Juror number 2, do you think, perhaps, that this could be one such novel alternative? Oh my, whatever do you mean? An alternative explanation as to how the victim was stabbed in the back. What are you talking about? We've demonstrated that the 4th book, The Lion's Pride, that was found at the scene of the crime, originated in Mr. Garrideb's room on the top floor of his house. Therefore, it's equally possible that some other object besides the book could have found its way from the Garrideb household to the street below. What's that now? Is this another, like, interesting case where nobody's really at fault? Except, like, the maid just threw a knife out the window that happened to strike somebody in the road? I mean, the woman isn't dead, she's comatose, but was the victim just the victim of an unfortunate fucking flying knife? Why would she throw a fucking... It's not even a pocket knife, it's like, they call it a garden knife or something. A jackknife. Check your fit? Oh, let me see. Oh. That's Anjanath, huh? Anjanath armor is sick, dude. No, they're not calling it a pocket knife. It's large, bro. What's that now? After all, Mrs. Garrideb could have thrown any number of different objects at her husband. Isn't that right, juror number 4? What are you insinuating now, you little beanpole? Cortez? I'm beginning to think that, ever since the true origins of this book came to light, perhaps she's had a feeling this might be what happened. Now you listen here, you Eastern Gala. As the foreman of this jury, I demand a straight answer. You gave us this yarn about some other object making its way out of the house, but what? What was it? Really taking a big gamble here. That was a bold accusation to make, but I haven't any real evidence to back it up. But I'm certain that at the very least this warrants further investigation. Alright, Mr. Foreman, I'll try to explain the defense's theory. The other object that found its way from the Garrideb household to the scene of the crime was...
Let's do it.
Take that!
Just fucking do it.
Juror number 4, Mrs. Garrideb. Anjanath armor because it's cutscene, you can't see the Magnum Hollow helmet. Oh, you got Magnum Hollow helmet too. You have the Pelamy Diablo's armor? I can't remember it. Maybe? I can't remember it, Seth. A jackknife is a pocket knife. Oh, it is? Oh. Oh, I didn't know. It's just a larger pocket knife. Oh. They made a meta and legend. They gave him a plat equipment? Ooh. I know they added him in Sparking Zero. What now? I must apologize in advance for this. But I need you to confirm something else for the court. This knife. Have you ever seen this knife before? Ah. Good lord, counsel, what on earth are you doing? Shush, 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 bitch. That's the weapon the man... No, don't say that! Don't let her accept it first. That's the weapon that was lodged in the victim's back, man. Don't fucking... Don't... I was hoping she wasn't paying attention. My lord, remember that when the victim was attacked, Mr. and Mrs. Garrett were in the throes of an argument. Mrs. Garrett was hurling anything she could at her husband, who had been backed up against the window. A window that had been opened to clear the smoke, and through which a book sailed to land at the crime scene. You can't seriously believe that the book was found in the victim's grasp. Are you saying that it flew out of the window and across the street to land neatly in her hand? Huh, even my missus hasn't got an aim like that. Yes, I admit there are many details we don't know, or we don't yet understand. But that's the point. That's precisely why. We must not allow this trial to end. Not right now. Oh my. Oh! Mrs. Garridip, your answer, please. Have you seen this knife before or not? Oh, oh shit. She has... Okay, maybe she... Okay. New theory. She threw it, but it didn't hit the person. It landed nearby. And then the person that really stabbed just grabbed it off the floor like, oh cool, neat. What a coincidence. And used it. I wish to change my decision. I'm a woman of my word after all. Thank you, madam. Yes, I agree. I certainly didn't see this coming, but... I just don't think it would be right for this trial to come to an end now with so many unanswered questions. We still need to investigate. I'm not gonna lie. I think we have another day to investigate. Mr. Foreman. I'd have to agree. Not that I think the granny did it, mind. Yeah, you know what? I'm not quite happy about this at the moment either. All together now, ladies and gents. Whew. We did it. Oh, congratulations, Mr. Naruhodo. Oh, fuck, man, I can't deal with this. As a result of the defense's summation examination, a number of jurors' leanings have changed. 2 jurors called guilty, against 4 now calling innocent. Accordingly, the opinion of this court is divided, and this trial will continue. Oh, fuck, are we not gonna investigate again, sir? Should we can we come back tomorrow? Give me the rest of the day to go talk to anybody that could have seen things, maybe? No? Fuck. William Walker got off of being a corruptor, now another accident? That's what I'm saying. I kinda... At first I was like, that's weird. But now I kind of... This is really realistic, you know? Where, like, not everybody's a fucking crazy murderer trying to just kill people, you know? Like, it's just... Look, we have a client, we gotta get him off the hook. Okay? It's not as exciting, right? I want people that I want to hate for being evil pieces of shit. But the feeling of still figuring things out and getting to the bottom of things, it's still there. It still feels good to figure things out. Triple murder in the first 5 hours. It's all fucking murder. That's the thing. In every case, it's always murder. I can kind of appreciate this. I appreciate the difference in this. I really do. I don't know, it's like really, I don't know, it's like, you know, we still have like the consequences are still there, you know? These people are gonna go to jail or probably get executed, you know, so there's still some things on the line. People's lives and shit. Yeah, it was really weird. This trial is rapidly descending into a farce. Are you gonna yeet that, sir? Give it here, I'm kinda thirsty. Like a corked wine, the first few sips are bitter enough. Give it here, I'm thirsty. You're wasting it every time. But what follows is so repugnant, it's good for nothing save the gutter. If I may, Lord Van Ziggs, the defense has just put forward a credible alternative explanation for what happened. Credible? Is that your considered opinion, Mr. Foreman? The defense's argument is a joke to which I barely know how to respond, but let me start by insisting that you must all familiarize yourselves better with the relative positions of those places being discussed. What do you mean by that? What's his angle this time? It should already be more than apparent that between the crime scene and the Garrett household runs a rather wide street, Briar Road. Which means that the distance from the Garrett's house to the scene is some, yes, 15 yards. Let me see, 15 yards. That's around 14 meters. 14 meters? Oh, that's a little farther than I'd imagined. And, as you ladies and gentlemen of the jury rightly noted as having portentous significance, the fourth book was found in the victim's clutches. In other words, the smoldering book, wantonly hurled by the lady of the house, traveled some 15 yards to land on the opposite side of the road, neatly between the collapsed victim's fingers and thumb. Is that your final conclusion, my learned and deluded friend? Okay, I admit that's a little crazy, I know. And did the jackknife follow a near identical trajectory to plunge into the middle of the victim's back? This fantasy somewhat stretching the notion of having a bad day for the victim, I think. Even those pathetic serialized detective stories have more believable plots. He called Herlock Sholmes' stories pathetic. That prosecutor loves the sound of his own voice. Miss Susato, serialized detective stories are pathetic, are they? How dare he? Maybe let's pick our battles here. My lord, might I be allowed to speak? As judicial assistant, you may speak for the defense. Yes, go ahead. The prosecution may consider the idea of fantasy, but what the defense has postulated was believable enough to persuade the jury to change its leaning, and as such, the court has a duty to explore this alternative explanation as thoroughly as possible. To that end, juror number 4, Miss Joan Garriott, must be called to testify and submit to cross-examination. Saints alive, a cross-examination of a juror. We have to. We've got no other fucking choice. Did we no longer get burnt alive? Yeah, dude. Oh, Seth, you didn't know? Yeah. They confirmed it the day after. He was in that carriage. I don't know if you remember, but before we left the courtroom, he's like, oh, I'm being allowed to inspect the carriage. Later, he was inspecting the carriage when it listen, it just caught flames, okay? It caught a flame, he was inside, he was locked in, and he fucking died. Is real. Yeah, he was the dude in there. Don't, babe, what the fuck? I don't know, wow, babe. I think we've been hanging out too much. I legit was just like, in my head, I've been thinking about that all fucking night. Like, man, I don't know why I can go for a burger. Jesus. It is unprecedented for a number of the jury to be summoned to the witness stand.
Objection!
The fuck, Zeeks? And unnecessary. Lord of Anzeeks. There are already witnesses in the stand whose testimony the defense may further cross-examine. If my learned friend's farcical theory has... Farcical? Has any truth in it, then both a burning book and a jackknife must have flown through the sky before this couple's eyes. And we must assume they would be able to testify accordingly. What say you, witnesses? Yes, Constable Rowley be reporting for duty, sir. I was not hungry, I was snacking hella. That was like burger. I haven't snacked at all. Say hanging out too much, you live with her. I mean, like, we've been like too close, dude. Yeah, I live with her, but it doesn't mean I spend every moment attached to her hip. At least recently. We kind of have been. She even goes to work with me. Well. Good morning, officer. Sorry for the dozing until now, sir. I haven't slept for a month on account of a villain who's appeared at my beat, sir. What? Oh, he's awake. He's awake. He's awake. Oh, they are so heroic, these London bobbies. Patricia, my darling, I've been neglecting you, but no more. Oh, Rowley, my hero, you're making me swoon. Very well, I hereby reject the defense's request. Oh. And order the witnesses in the stand to testify again. State forthwith before the court any details pertaining to the defense's alternative explanation of events. Yes, he's up. He's awake. Hey, homeboy's awake. Cool. Let's have him testify. He took it back. I did, yeah, but I'm not gonna eat him on stream. Then my hands get dirty, and I don't like eating while I play. The case has nothing to do with Mr. and Mrs. Garrett. Believe me, I'm a London Bobby. A London Bobby is good for his word. You see, sir, the windows on the top floor of the Garrett house are top-hinged casements. Obviously, if anything had been thrown out of the window, we would have seen it. I did leave the scene to go and fetch help, but my trusty Rolly was there to make sure nothing was disturbed. I didn't take my eye off the crime scene for one moment, so nothing strange to report on that front. This is quite startling. Top-hinged casement windows. That detail was not in the police report, Constable. Ah, yes. Sorry about that. I must have been a little drowsy. You cannot excuse your sins with drowsiness every time, Constable. No, sir. Sorry, but... what exactly is a top-hinged casement window? And you... you cannot excuse your ignorance with such trite remarks, my learned friend. Of course, sorry. I found it, Mr. Naruhodo. Cast your mind back to the windows in Mr. and Mrs. Garrett's rooms. Alright, I'll try. So the window opens in order to allow air to circulate inside the house. Oh, I see. But as it's a top-hinged casement window, it swings open along the upper edge, you see. I'm glad you've rectified your ignorance. A casement window's most prominent feature is its stay, a metal bar which prevents the window from being opened beyond a certain amount. It prevents it opening? This is all news to me. Absolutely correct. In other words, if a book or knife were to have been thrown through the open window, it would have clattered against the pane and fallen straight down to the pavement below. No. You see the problem then. Good. Your education in Windows is complete. There was never any possibility of either the book or the knife traveling 15 yards over the road. That is, unless the window pane had been shattered. Something we've discounted already. That can't be. We're so fucked. Did you see that, Rolly? That young Japanese man just collapsed in agony. Laugh at the Japanese man. Oh yes, my darling, I saw it. I saw how he crumbled before me. Oh, Rolly, you're so strong. Oh Lord have mercy. I'm dead. How is this happening? I haven't even started the cross-examination yet, and already my argument's been destroyed. Counsel, if you could drag yourself upright again, the court awaits your cross-examination. Yeah, okay. My lord. Oh good, another desperate situation. It's always like this. Fuck. Fuck. You can judge me all you want. The seasoned fries with the ranch, very tasty. Ranch is, I think ranch is just my go-to for for fries and, you know, dipping sauce, even like tenders and shit. If it's not ranch, spicy ketchup is another good one. Nah, man, ranch is yeah, just ranch is probably really good. Is putting ranch on fries taboo? No, I don't think so. Nah, I feel like putting like barbecue is kind of weird on fries, right? But then again, to each your own. I don't know. Okay. This case has nothing to do with Mr. and Ms. Garrett. Believe me, William Bobby's good for his word. Okay. See, sir, the windows on the top floor of the Garrett house are top-hinged casements. Obviously, if anything had been thrown out of the window, we would have seen it. I did leave the scene to go and fetch help, and my trusty Rolly was there to make sure nothing was disturbed. I didn't take my eye off the crime scene for one moment. It's nothing strange to report.
Hold it!
Not even for a second? Nothing to report. That's correct, sir. I had my eyes wide open the entire time, never looked away for a second. No one else approached the scene, and nothing was removed from it. I can swear to that on the yard's honor, sir. Really? That seems a little strange. Beg your pardon, sir. Strange, sir. Seems altogether regular to me. This burnt copy of the London's Pride was originally in the Garrett household, so the question remains, how did it find its way into the hand of the victim? Can you shed any light on that, seeing as you were at the scene of the crime the entire time? Aha! Could it be a different copy, sir? One that just happened to be burnt as well? Man, that's hell of a coincidence. Even if that were possible, why would the victim have been gripping a book like that in her hand? As we can see from this photographic print, she had a bag over her shoulder. Well, sir, that book was in the lady's hand from the moment we arrived at the scene. Is that so? There's something about this statement that's not sitting right with me. The two mysteries of how the knife ended up in her back and how that book ended up in her hand. There must be some common thread between them. It was already in her hand when they got there. I'm so sorry, Mr. Naruhodo. I had no right to speak out. What do you mean? I requested the cross-examination of Miss Garrett without consulting you, even if the judge did deny me. Oh, I see. Well, I agree with you. We do need testimony for Mrs. Garrett, if we're ever going to get to the truth of this matter. Do you really think so? Well, think about it. No matter how far it is across the road or how that window opens, Mr. Garrett's book found its way to the scene of the crime somehow, didn't it? You're right. And then there was Mrs. Garrett's reaction to me showing her the knife. The woman's hiding something, I'm sure of it. You're right then. We need to use this cross-examination to uncover more clues. We'll get to the bottom of this one way or another. I swear. I swear! I swear! Okay. They have matching... Yeah, they do! They have matching scarves. I think... Oh, yeah, Noodles, I've heard you speak. We've played a couple times. Yeah, there is a bit of an accent. I wouldn't say it's thick, though. But I definitely heard an accent. And you, Squilliams, when we played Fortnite, I really didn't hear an accent. But then again, I didn't hear you speak much.
Hold it!
Let's press everything. Thank you, baby. How can you say that for certain? Ah, very good question, sir. And the answer is this. It has the noble founding principles of the force written on it as a reminder to all policemen of our sworn duty. So isn't there a short with Slip talking? Oh yeah, no. Wait. Oh, yeah. No. Yeah, Mari probably has a stick fight one. Yeah. He showed us that before, didn't he? Did he? I can't say I remember. To patrol the streets of London town and uphold the peace of the common man. That's what the job's all about. And that is why I can stand here today beside my long-suffering wife and tell you a Bobby's good for his word. While rubbing my tired eyes admittedly. Sir. Oh, Rolly, you're so manly. Of course I am, my darling Patricia. Oh, Pat. Oh, Rolly. Fuck. What the fuck is a Staraptor? Yeah, Staraptor. Give me that. Hey, yeah, Seth. Yeah, Seth. You can hear it in my... Oh, the vowel pronunciation. Ah. The E-I-O-E-I. Give me that bird. Give me that bird. No, none of this is what I meant. I mean, how can you say for certain that this case has nothing to do with Mr. and Mrs. Garrett? Ah, I see, sir. You should have said so earlier, sir. Yeah, well, so could you answer the question? That was a waste of time, then. Absolutely, sir. I will answer it to the fullest of my abilities. There's a surprising reason why Mr. and Mrs. Garrett's domestic dispute can't be related to this case. Uh-huh. But before I get into that, sir, just one thing. Yes? I'd very much like you and all of your countrymen to understand the great British institution of Scotland Yard. So I hope you'll take back some tales of us London bobbies and how we uphold our guiding principles. I wasn't planning on going back just yet. I've only just arrived here. So to that end, I'd be happy to lend you my warrant card for your perusal. But I must warn you, you won't be able to get through it without shedding a few tears. Thank you. try. Oh. He gave me the warrant card. Oh. New evidence. Maybe we can, you know, take a look at it, maybe? You know, give it a good examination. Item 1. A policeman will strive to preserve the peace within his allotted beat. Item 2. A patrolling officer is expected to walk 20 miles around his beat every day for the furtherance of community relations. The Metropolitan Police Regulations. Item 1. Any crimes fall under the jurisdiction of the beat in which they are discovered. Item 2. When a crime is discovered on his beat, a policeman must assist with initial investigations and help detectives. Okay. Well, that seems straightforward because he also told her to go get help. Okay, nothing really. Okay.
Hold it!
Okay, let's keep going. By which you mean they don't open fully, is that correct? Yes, they're just there to allow a bit of air through the house, you see. So they're restricted as to how much they open. And therefore anything thrown out of the window from inside the room would simply strike the pane and fall to the street directly below. For clarity, allow me to mark the map. Here is the location where objects would have fallen. Yes, directly opposite the scene of the crime, on the other side of the rather wide road. Would it have been so hard for somebody to mention this top-hinged casement thing before? Have you seen this Seth? His weapon is sick. It's a switch axe. Yeah, I had Seth. I had a whole, dude, I fucking pulled, I had a whole team with police officers. It was the two 5-stars, I forget their names, Zuyon and the pole girl with the pole arm, the robot, and I had Seth on the team. They were good. They were really sick. He's really cool. Yeah, he combines it and he fucks them up. Yeah, both the police 5-stars. Gaming, I shit you not. Up until I stopped playing, I had every S rank. I had every S rank agent. I shit you not. I didn't have their weapons. I only had Ellen's weapon. And I think I got lucky with somebody else's S rank. I think it was Zuyon's. But I had everybody's. You're watching a show. This stupid girl got pregnant. Which bitch got pregnant? Who got pregnant? Damn. I have another question for you, Constable. Sorry, were you distracted? And what would that be, sir? How do you even know? Why would you have any idea what sort of windows Mr. and Mrs. Davis' house is furnished with? Ah, well, sir, that's very simple. You see, I helped with the investigation yesterday. Excuse me.
Excuse me!
Do you have something to add, Mrs. Beat? Thanks for calling me cool, man. Seth, you're fucking cool, alright? Shut up. Sorry? Yeah. You look, well, delighted. Is there some particular reason for that? Oh, I was just remembering, that's all. We really were so lucky. Lucky? What do you mean? Well, of course I feel terrible for the poor woman who was attacked. Don't misunderstand me, please. But we were just so lucky it didn't happen on Rowley's beat. It was so close, you see. Oh, I hadn't realized. Oh yes, that street, Briar Road. That's the boundary between Rowley's beat and the next one. Isn't that right, my love? He fell asleep again. Constable Beat. Oh, yes, that's right. That's the reason why I was helping out with interviewing the occupants of the Garrett household yesterday. Their house is on my beat, you see. Huh. That really was cutting it close then. Constable, I wonder if you could clarify something. If the Garrett household is on your beat, does that mean that the pavement next to it is as well? Outside Mr. Garrett's house? Yes, ma'am. Pavement on that side of the road is part of my beat. I see. I was unaware of that. Just think, if the woman had been attacked just on the other side of the Briar Road, we would never have been able to go for that meal to celebrate our wedding anniversary. But that's the life of a bobby, after all. Extraordinary people are bobbies, tirelessly working for the benefit of all Londoners. You know what I think? I think it was the good Lord's way of rewarding my Rolly for all his hard work. Don't you think so, my darling? That must be it, Pat, my love. That must be it. I think perhaps we should make sure we have that information officially on record. Leave it to me, Mr. Nuttervolo. I'll take care of it immediately. Huh. And now it's my turn, I think. So, literally the other side of the street is somebody else's beat, whereas the left side of the street, closer to the lodgings, is Mr. Beat's beat. It was literally almost his case to investigate. Pavement of Briar Road East Side. Reporting Officer Roland Beat. Pavement of Briar Road. How do we make that work? Can I ask you something? Please, Mr. Lawyer, sir? Here we go with this shit again. No, I don't think you're guilty or lying. I just think you're maybe... I don't know. You're doubting us, aren't you? I can tell. What? I wasn't really. I mean, what's she doing? Please. Just because I'm a woman, it doesn't make my testimony any less valuable. You might just see me as the wife of a policeman, but I'm a woman of my word, I am. I really don't remember ever suggesting that I doubted you. No excuses, I don't want to hear it. My voice will be heard. My lord, you'll let me speak, won't you? Yes, Mrs. Bede, I will allow you to supplement your testimony if you so desire. Sometimes the path of least resistance is a sage one. That was a very loud mutter. I heard that. The Japanese man thinks a policeman's wife's word counts for nothing, does he? Well, watch out, sir. I might let you get away with something like that, but my Rolly won't. Duly noted, Mrs. Beat. Please, I humbly ask you to continue. What could she possibly be about to say, I wonder? It's getting late. How long are you going to stream for tonight? I legit just want to get over this cross-examination and call it quits. I know what I saw. My eyes never let me down. My sense of direction is a little off sometimes, though.
Hold it!
Sense of direction, huh? Mrs. Beat, nobody's questioning what you've told us. I saw it, I did. That evening, I saw it clearly. That little Eastern man with the whiskers and the funny curved back, slinking away from the scene. Ah. And I know what I didn't see as well. I didn't see any flaming books or knives flying through the sky. All very clear. You also mentioned something about having a poor sense of direction? Jesus, you rolled 100! Damn, let's go! Yeah, yes, well, that's a little embarrassing, really. I'm always ending up at the wrong place when I've made arrangements to meet Rolly. He gets ever so cross. I'm sorry, sir. Is your wife a bit... Oh, I don't want to be rude. Stupid?
Excuse me!
Constable Beat, is there a problem? Wake up, man! Oh, no, sir. No problem, sir. Did your wife's remark just now bring something to mind, perhaps? Oh, well, anyway, yes, sir. I was just remembering that the same thing happened that evening is all. You mean Mrs. Beat lost her way? On the night of the incident? Well, you see, I sent her off to find a police box in the next beat over mine. But she was gone a fair bit longer than what I was expecting. I thought she'd be back inside 10 minutes, but my darling was gone for a good 15. No, Rolly, you're such a tease. The reason I was so long was because of the bouquet, silly. The bouquet? Sorry, what bouquet are you all talking about? Oh, it was a present for our wedding anniversary. Rolly's so romantic. He saved up for with farthings and hot pennies he found in the gutter while doing his rounds. Yeah, how romantic. I'd forgotten all about it until just now. Had you, my darling? Ah! Oh, yes. But that was just between us. No talking about it to anyone else, darling. You have to promise. Really? What the fuck was that about? Why are they being shady? Yeah, dude, I've often gone between Greatsword and Hammer myself, man. Constable Beat looked very obviously troubled during that exchange. He spoke clearly. I'm afraid I can't offer any useful insight, Mr. Naruto. But I'm quite sure of one thing. We have to ask Mrs. Beat about the bouquet. Mrs. Beat, this bouquet you just mentioned. I'd like you to add details about it to your testimony, please. Oh, really? Yes, I'd love to. What happened was, I dropped the bouquet and ended up losing my way for a while.
Hold it!
Really? You mean you dropped the bouquet at the scene of the crime? Yeah, that's right. I was so upset. When we ran over and saw it was a woman with a knife in her back, I was so shocked I dropped the bouquet Rolly gave me. It was in a dark spot where the streetlights weren't casting any light, so I didn't notice at first. And then, you went to the police box to report it to the policeman whose beat it was on? Yes, and I came back to the scene together with the other constable, you see. That's when I spotted my bouquet again, but the funny thing was, when I went to pick it up, it was nowhere near the victim's body at all. In case you need reminding, Mrs. Beat, the victim is not deceased. I was all flustered for a moment before I heard a voice calling me from the other side of the road. Your husband, presumably. That's right, silly me, I'd gone over to the wrong side of the street. Although, I'm going to blame the bouquet this time. I can't think how it got there, I really can't. The bouquet somehow moved from one side of Briar Road to the opposite. Curious indeed. Isn't it? But the worst of it is I forgot to pick the bouquet up again when we left the scene. The beautiful rose Rolly bought me, but that change from the gutter he spent so long collecting. By bouquet, did you perhaps mean this sorry solitary rose? Be nice, Zeeks, he's broke, you fuck. Porygon2? What the fuck is going on tonight, dude? What are these Pokemon? Hell yeah, I'll take a Porygon2. The fuck? Put your leg and your feet back with it, what the fuck? Give me that Porygon2. The fuck? I like it when King Julian says it. Put your leg and your feet back with it, what the fuck? I have a theory in mind. And I hope Rolly didn't do this, man. He took advantage of his poor wife's horrible sense of direction to make her think that the murder happened, the accident happened on the side of the street where his beat isn't on. And he moved the body. You see what I'm getting at? I think the body, the accident, all of it really did happen right under the Gyarados household. And this dude moved the body to the other side of the street so that he didn't have to investigate it and ruin his anniversary meal. Oh yes, that's it. That's the bouquet Rolly bought me for our anniversary, with old bits of change he found in the gutter. Maybe just call it a rose. Tell us, Lord Van Zieks, where did you come by the flower? According to the report by the police officer in charge of the crime scene investigation, it was found on the edge of the pavement in front of the Gyarados household. I fucking knew it! In front of the Gyarados house. Although I wasn't noticed until the morning, as it lay where the street lamps cast no light. It was believed to be of no relevance to the case, since it was found on the opposite side of the thoroughfare. Can I have it back now, please? No. I think for good measure, this rose should be added to the court record as evidence. Yeah, we caught it. Let's go. I'm on the quest. I gotta kill Kuluyaku and Azuros. Which one should I focus on? Do Kuluyaku and then Arzuros. A present for Patricia Beat from her husband Rolly. The shock of seeing the stab the victim caused Miss Beast to drop the rose where she stood. But it's a symbol of our love. I want it back after the trial. Do you hear me? I want it back. Good grief. Rest assured that I shall do my very best not to forget Mrs. Beat. Wait a minute. Wait a fucking minute, dude. If it happened on the opposite side of the street, this changes everything. It happened here. The knife and the book could have fallen out of the window. He had to investigate it but move the body so he wouldn't ruin his anniversary plan. It's definitely a rose. It's a huge-ass rose, too. What is this? It's very stylish paper the flower's wrapped in, isn't it? It's just old newspaper, Mr. Naruhodo. Get the harder one out of the way first. I'd say this, the girl's loyal, I'm not gonna lie, she's happy with her husband trying to buy her. Yeah, she really is. Yeah, yeah. Agro Looms, you're destitute. Fuck you. Destitute. I like leaving the big monsters for the end. But that's just me. Is something wrong? Oh no, I was just thinking that if you wrapped a stone-baked sweet potato in an English newspaper, it might look like some sort of fancy cake. Ah, Susato-san, you do love your cakes. There's something really standing out here in the newspaper. Really. An English rose is such a beautiful flower. This is a rose, is it? I've never seen one before. Do you not take an interest in flowers, Mr. Naruhodo? I wouldn't say that exactly, but I do know 3 types at least. Gosh, 3? Yeah, plum blossom, peach blossom, cherry blossom. Perhaps you should consider branching out, learning some that aren't fruit tree-based, for example. Yeah, this is just a regular old flower. Okay.
Hold it!
Nothing to report. That's correct. Saw had my eyes open, never looked over for a second. No one else reported seeing. Nothing was recovered from it. I swear to that the yard's honor saw. Really, that seems a little strange. Okay, we did this already. Got jalapeno chips? Hell yeah, dude. Snack up, bro. Snack it up. I hope everybody's having a great night, by the way, man. Love y'all. Yeah, YouTube site. Thank you so much for the 10 likes. If you haven't already, double tap the screen and drop a like. Hope you're having a great night, or afternoon, day, or early morning. I don't know what time it is for you. So she dropped the bouquet where she found the body. And yet, it was found on the opposite side of the road. Oh, this is something different. Fuck. This case has nothing to do. You see, so the windows on the top floor of the garret house are top hinged. I haven't seen it. Did leave the scene to go fetch help, but my trusted rollers are insurance was disturbed. I ended up losing my way for a while. Didn't take my eyes off the scene for a moment. This has nothing to do with Mr. Murder, believe me, little Bobby's good for his word. Is that what we presented, though? You see, the window's top floor. Would have thrown out of the window, we would have seen it.
Hold it!
Did I ever press this? I don't think I pressed this. You think she's lying? No, she's not lying. You know who's fucking lying? Rolly. I think he's lying. According to my notes here, the sun had gone down already and it was dark. Oh, but Rolly and I were strolling along, gazing at the night sky and looking for our lucky star. The star that will guide us to eternal happiness. and it guided you to an answer to the question. If a flaming book had cut across the sky in front of us, it would have lit up like a shooting star. And if I'd seen a shooting star, I would have made a wish upon it. Let Rolly be an inspector, I would have said. 3 times at least. Of course, what with the smog and everything, we can't actually see any stars. In short, are you trying to say that neither a book nor a knife crossed the sky before you? Yes, sir, that is correct, sir. And as sure as the night sky in London is starless. It certainly seems that they're telling the truth. And then we saw the poor woman fall to the ground, so we ran straight over to help her. Visible attacker has been troubling me all along. I believe I'm starting to get a picture of what really happened here now. The 4th book that had no business being at the scene of the crime made me sure that Miss Garrett was hiding something from us, but it's becoming increasingly clear that someone else has been hiding something from us as well. I think it's Rolly. I think I may already be armed with everything I need to strike a decisive blow here. This time, I'm gonna expose the whole truth. Okay, I think I got it. It's gotta be the rose here. There's nothing to do. I believe it has everything to do, sir.
Objection!
I fucked up. I fucked up. Maybe it's not there. I'm on the right track here. I just don't know where exactly to present this rose. I'm gonna fuck. Bobby's good. You see the window's top floor casements. Obviously, if anything had been thrown out of the window, we would have seen it. Really dissatisfying. What happened when I dropped the wicket? I ended up losing my way for a while. I didn't take my eye off the scene of crime for one moment. Nothing strange to report in the front. Maybe here. Nothing strange?
Objection!
Okay. Okay. Holy shit. You claim, Constable Beat, there was nothing to report in the 15 or so minutes you were guarding the scene. But that cannot be. What do you mean to say? In your testimony just now, Mrs. Beat, you explained to the court that when you arrived back at the scene of the crime with the policeman assigned to the beat, the bouquet you had dropped at the victim's side was no longer anywhere nearby.
Objection!
Yes, on the opposite side of Briar Road to where the victim was attacked. But considering the size of that meager bouquet, if a single sorry bloom can be so described, no doubt it was blown in the wind across the street, back into the gutter, where it belongs. Zeeks! Meager.
Objection!
But if that were the case, why did Constable Beat not testify to the fact? No one else approached the scene, and nothing was removed from it. Constable Beat swore to that on Scotland Yard's honor. But the bouquet belonged to me. It has nothing to do with the case. That's why Rolly didn't mention it, I'm sure. No, because sadly it's not only your bouquet we're talking about here. More than one thing in this case is mysterious. Oh, we just solved the fucking case! We just solved the case. It explains everything. This dumbass, it was Rolly. It was another accident. He moved the body, he moved everything. This side of the road is his jurisdiction. If anything happened here, that meant he'd have to investigate it and cancel anniversary plans. Right here is also where the Garretives' house was. Yeah, they have a window that opens up, that top casement windows, nothing can fly out of it. So if you throw anything in the window, it shoots down onto the pavement. His wife said she dropped the bouquet rose where they found the body. This is where they found the body, but guess where they found the rose? Here. How the fuck did it get over there? The bouquet didn't move, the body did. And when Rolly was moving the body, he saw all the books and thought it was hers and placed it in her hand. That's how the burning book landed in her hand. The maid did throw the fucking knife out the window and land in her back. He moved the body and tampered with evidence because he didn't want to investigate shit and cancel his anniversary plans. I think that's what happened. More than one thing in this case is mysteriously the wrong way around. What are you talking about? He had 15 minutes to do it because his wife was gone for 15 minutes. That's more than enough time. Besides Mrs. Beat's bouquet, there's Mr. Garrett's book. Mr. Garrett's copy of The Lion's Pride, which was thrown out of the window by his wife, would have struck the pane of the casement window and landed here on the west side of the street. And yet, it was actually found here on the opposite side of the road in the victim's hand. Rowley thought it was hers. That's why he placed it in her hand. Meanwhile, according to the testimony we've heard, Mrs. Beats' bouquet should have been dropped here at the scene of the crime on the east side of the street. But in fact, it was actually found here on the opposite side of the road in front of Mr. and Mrs. Garrett's house. There's no logical explanation for those things, unless somebody deliberately moved them. It was Rowley. Fuck! That's the case! What are you trying to say? The way you're talking, it sounds like you think my Rowley's done something wrong. Oh. Patricia, he did. He did it in the name of love, though. Don't you listen to a word that scrawny lawyer says. Says, wittering on about books and bouquets, why should we care? It's nitpicking, that's what it is. Oh good, Mrs. Garrett's come around. You might call it nitpicking, Mrs. Garrett, but deliberately meddling with the scene of a crime is a criminal offense. It's called, tampering, Mr. Naruhodo. But the person responsible for this tampering cannot admit to it, for a very subtle but compelling reason.
Objection!
Tampering. You've barely heard the term before. Tell us, my learned friend. Who would possibly have cause to carry out such an elaborate deception? Rowley. Yeah, there's someone who tampered with the scene of the crime that evening. All the evidence and all the testimony points to that one particular person. Counsel, I must demand that you substantiate this conjecture. Who are you saying is responsible for tampering with the scene of the crime? Rowley, you're in trouble, my boy.
Take that!
You're in fucking big trouble. You're in trouble. Obviously, there's only one person it could have been. Constable Rowley Beto, it was you. A policeman, a member of the Scotland Yard. What nonsense. Why would my Rowley do something like that? There's no one straighter than my husband. Nobody works more tirelessly for the people of London. Mrs. B, you said in your testimony that your husband asked you to go to a nearby police box to fetch the officer on duty. The 15 minutes that you were absent from the scene is the only opportunity anyone had to tamper with it. You're making it up. It's all nonsense. It's all lies. What about the Japanese man with the whiskers? I bet it was him. He did it.
Objection!
If that was true, Constable Beat would have seen him do it. Oh. And forgive me for pointing it out, but when you dropped your bouquet, Miss Beat, it was after the defendant had fled the scene. Ah, well...
Objection!
Oh my god, she believes her man so much. First you make accusations about the landlord and his wife, and now you incriminate a policeman as well. Your accusations lack one very important thing. You claim the crime scene was tampered with. There's only one reason anyone would commit such a reckless crime, to hide something. That's right, he's right. But my husband and I just happened to be there, that's all. So why would he have anything to hide? It doesn't make sense. You've offered him no motive for this alleged tampering. That's an axiom. And until you do, your accusations are nothing but empty threats. He fucking did it so that he didn't have to lose out. Listen, I get why he did it. Okay. Hell yes, Williams. Get the fucking puffer vision here. Get that puffer vision here, bruh. He did it for her. He wanted to spend his night with her, not fucking investigating a murder on his beat. Almost murder. Really got cute little ears. They're both cute. Very cute little couple. Constable Beat had a very good reason for wanting to tamper with the scene of the crime. That's the key to this entire affair. Mr. Naruhodo, have you managed to solve this mystery? Oh, we fucking did! We solved it! Counsel, you have made a very serious accusation against a London police officer. If you are mistaken, I'm sure I need not point out the reputation as a lawyer will be irrevocably damaged. With that stark warning in mind, you will now explain to the court the motive for this alleged tampering. Wow, bitch, I didn't catch it? Oh. Yes, my lord. Oh, man. Constable Beat's motive for tampering with the crime scene was to hide where the victim fell. I got this shit. Where the victim fell to the ground. This is what this Bobby had to cover up at all costs. What? Where the victim fell? You mean where she was attacked? What are you talking about? We told you that at the very start, didn't we? On the pavement of Briar Road, we saw it happen, remember? It was right here, as if anyone didn't already know. That's certainly what everybody's been led to believe. But in fact, that isn't where the victim was stabbed at all. What? What? She's gonna be so pissed at him, though. Why did they all get the Tigrex run back? Did they really? I'm beginning to wonder where this tumultuous trial will end, Counsel. If that's your assertion, then the court is dying to know, my Nipponese friend. Nippon? Where are you proposing that the crime actually took place that evening? Right fucking here.
Take that!
But that's on the opposite side of the road? I don't understand. On the evening in question, Mr. Garrett's book fell directly down from the open window above, and your bouquet, Miss B, never moved at all. What did move was the scene of the crime itself. Good gracious. Ooh, fuck, let's go!
Objection!
What you got, Zeeks? You know I'm on it, bruh. Perhaps you haven't been listening to the ample testimony the court has heard. But these witnesses both saw the moment the attack took place. That's right, I saw it, with my own eyes. It was 5 o'clock in the evening and already dark. There was a typical London fog on the ground. When you saw the incident unfold and ran to the victim's aid. That was actually on the west side of Briar Road. No, that's not true. It can't have been. Constable Beat then arranged for you to be absent for a while by sending you for help. And during the 15 minutes you were away, he transplanted the crime scene. He moved all the things shown in this print. The victim herself, the 4 books. He moved everything, in fact, to the pavement on the east side of Briar Road. Extraordinary. Go on, ask me why. Oh, ask me why, please. But the constable overlooked one thing. What? What did he overlook? His gift? The bouquet, I presume. Ah, Zeeks is with us. Exactly. The prosecution told the court just a few moments ago about the discovery of the rose bouquet. Lord Van Zeek said it wasn't noticed until the morning, as it lay where the street lamps cast no light. Yes, it couldn't be seen in the dark, obviously. Which is why it was the only bouquet that was found in its original position on the pavement on the west side of Briar Road. He couldn't move it because he didn't know it was there. And that is the defense's theory about what really happened that evening. How do you respond? Constable Rowley Beat. Well, I'm very sorry. I didn't mean to nod off again, but I haven't slept properly. In a month. Did I miss anything important? Shit, Rowley. Oh, Rowley. Isn't it? It isn't true, is it? What Delores said is all lies, isn't it? Oh, I know it is, because you're the most upstanding, righteous man I know. Oh, that hurts. Rowley, just be hey, get it out. I had a dream. A terrible dream. All the things I did that night. Everything come out. Everything exposed. He's sleep-talking. Only, it seems... it wasn't a dream at all. Oh. Good golly. Good golly. Great googly moogly. Oh yeah, Seth, you gotta be careful, man. They start getting crazy. What on earth is the meaning of all this? Oh, Rowley, why? Why would you do something like this? Moving a corpse is a criminal offense, isn't it? Wishing the victim dead should be one, too. Constable, explain yourself. Why would you do this? As a respected member of Scotland Yard, our duty is to protect the good people of London Town. Why does the fucking prosecution always look so goddamn dommy? It's a tradition. Noodles. Every prosecutor in every game, for the most part, with the exception of maybe 1 or 2, are, oh, how do I put this? Hot as fuck. One of them literally whips you. There's one that is literally a dommy mommy. I can't say, so. What? I really am ever so sorry about all of this. For damaging the Yard's reputation. For everything. I have a possible explanation. Do you love the stupid dramatic show? I love the stupid dramatic game. For why, on that particular evening, Constable Beat felt compelled to move the scene of the crime. Let's give him a motive. I can think of one reason. What? How could you possibly know? You're a foreigner, presuming to understand the mind of a Scotland Yard policeman. And yet, Lord Van Zieks, it is his foreigner who has uncovered the startling truth of the matter thus far. Yo, back me up, your lord! My lord! Back me up! I believe it would be beneficial to the court to hear this extraordinary young lawyer's theory. Oh shit, he's gassing me up! Counsel for the defense, if you please. Yes, my lord. Now then, I think you had better show us some evidence. Play that game next. Oh yeah, is the whip lady. Yeah, you know who she is, Williams. It's the second game in the main trilogy. Francesca, I believe her name is. England, Japan, it makes no difference where you come from. Human emotions are the same. Then I think I have a fairly good idea of the feelings behind this man's actions. What gives away the motive for Constable Beat's unthinkable actions? Well, it's the warrant card.
Take that!
I realize that I'm a foreigner in this land, and I have only just arrived from Japan. Which is why all this information about London's so-called bobbies is completely new to me. I've learned that, though honorable, patrolling the beat is the most demanding work in the world, for example. Keeping the peace, looking after the citizens on his beat in all kinds of ways. There's no doubt that the young bobby is charged with a great deal to do each day, certainly. But for Constable Beat, the day in question was special. Special? How? On account of this bouquet, my lord. Oh, yes. It was our very first wedding anniversary. Zeeks, he knows. Constable Beat had worked so hard to be able to afford this simple gift for his wife, and was so looking forward to taking her out for a celebratory meal. When he and Mrs. Beat stumbled upon a crime along Briar Road, on his beat. When he saw that shadowy figure through the fog collapse on the pavement ahead of him, what must have gone through the man's mind? But just on that one particular day, I was looking forward to celebrating my wedding anniversary. He just wanted one day off, bro. I don't blame him, dude. He does so much. He wanted one fucking day off to celebrate it with his first wedding anniversary with his wife. And his luck, a fucking lady almost dies on his beat. He said hell no and moved everything. Mrs. Beat puts up with a lot being married to a bobby like me. I wanted to show my dear wife how much I care. Oh, I get it, bro. Oh, poor Rolly, bro. This is the warrant card that Constable Beat offered to lend me earlier. Inside, among the rules for patrolling policemen, it says, when a crime is discovered on his beat, a policeman must assist with initial investigations and help detectives. Aha. Constable Beat. Is that, or is that not the reason why you moved the whole scene of the crime that day? Yes. Fuck, bro. Everything you said. It's alright. So that's it. It was all to do with the boundary of your beat. Oh. Exactly. To summarize, the incident actually occurred in Constable Beat's beat. Good gracious. Constable, do you realize the gravity of what you have done? It was the first time since I became a copper that I'd ever cursed God. Stay close to me, Pat. The criminal could still be lurking somewhere. As we ran over to the scene, I had every intention of doing my duty as a police officer. We've got to report this to the station as quickly as possible. But then, it dawned on me. I realized where we were, where the victim was lying, and what that meant for me. When a crime is discovered on his beat, a policeman must assist with initial investigations and help detectives. Why here? Why did this have to happen here? And why tonight of all nights? Yeah, bruh. Why? Fuck, bro. He just moved the... She's not even dead! Give him a slap on the wrist. It's a copper's job to guard the scene of the crime, so... I told Pat she'd have to go to the nearest police box and fetch whoever was on duty there. It was then, when I opened my mouth to speak, it just came out. I couldn't believe the words that were coming out of my own mouth. This is the next beat to mine. So you'll have to go to the police box that covers it. Turn right along Mersham Street and then... Fuck. You see, this is why I like these cases. We're feeling... This is another case where we, again, feel sorry for the people that actually were in the wrong. Because you get to understand it. If it was like the cases in the other games are like, you're a monster, you fucking kill them, there's no saving you, there's no redemption, go to jail, you fucking dick. Like, this is like, they're all human, you know? I could see myself doing the same shit, bro. Fucking walking 20 miles every day, giving the city all you can. One night, bro, this shit happens? Fuck no, I'm moving it across the street. I'm celebrating tonight with my wife. Oh, he's crying, dude. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, Constable. I just wanted... just that one night to take my Patricia out for dinner. Oh, Rolly. Just that one night. It's not like he fucking... You knew that if the incident was on your beat, your evening of celebration would be ruined. So you decided to move the entire crime scene outside your jurisdiction. Just across the street, to the east pavement of Briar Road, which falls under the neighboring beat's care. You see, I thought... Well, I was sure the victim was dead, you see. I beg your pardon? That's why she keeps calling it a body. Of course you did. Otherwise, my really would never have left the poor woman on the freezing cold pavement. I see your meaning now. But God got me back for my sins, didn't he? The capitalized he. Cool. That's why I missed the rose I bought for Pat. Oh no, Rolly, that was all my fault. I should never have dropped it in such a dark place. I'm so sorry, Rolly. She's still about him, bro. And can you tell us, Constable, how many books did you move from one side of the road to the other in total? Huh? Oh, 4 it was. Yes, sir. Definitely 4. 3 of them dropped by Mr. Natsume, and the 4th being the one that fell from the window upstairs in the Garrett household, of course. But what made you place that book in the victim's hand? You thought it belonged to her, when all the others were scattered haphazardly around, I mean. Oh, well, sir, that's because that's how I found it. Wait, what? Did she pick it up? Oh, the book went first, and then she bent over to pick it up, and... What do you mean? When we first ran over to the scene, the victim was already holding the book. So when I moved everything, I made sure it was still in her hand. Oh. You're sure it was this book, The Lion's Pride, that the victim was holding? Yes, sir. No doubt about it, sir. Interesting. I thought it was an open and shut case at the time, you see. There were only 2 people at the scene, and Pat and me both saw it happen. However, which way you looked at it, it had to be the fellow who ran off who'd done it, I thought. I couldn't see the harm, really. I didn't think moving it all over the road would make a jot of difference. I suppose this is it for me now. I've had it. My lord. Yes, Lord Van Zieks? I believe that concludes the cross-examination of the witnesses. Constable, you may withdraw. Yes, sir. Mr. Prosecutor, sir, what will become of my Rolly? What will happen to him? For now, you are free to go home. The police will contact you in due course. Please, don't punish my husband. This is all my fault. It's because I'm always moaning at him for coming home late. Oh, she's trying to take the blame for him? Leave it now, Pat. Let's go home. I'm tired. Alright then, my love. One last thing, Constable. Sir? Let this be a lesson to you. In a criminal investigation, every detail matters, however insignificant it may seem to you. Yes, sir. Carve that lesson in your mind. And never again make the mistake of tampering with the scene of a crime. Never again. Oh, you mean to say? Leave now. This trial is not yet over. Oh, Oh, good ending. Good ending. Oh, W Zeeks. You see, he's cool. We've had fucking monster prosecutors. This dude is just doing his job. Really Edgeworth-like. Quite a startling revelation, I must say. Whoever thought of a third party transplanting the entire scene of a crime like that? Good ending for the homie. Yeah, give him the yeah. You know, as soon as they get home. Broly, are you okay? Yes, Pat, what do you want? Oh, heavens. Oh, good heavens. Indeed, my lord. Nevertheless, there are some immutable facts here. Principally, that the accused, Mr. Sasuke Natsume, is the only person who could have possibly committed this crime.
Objection!
No, bitch. No, I disagree. Now that we know the true scene of the incident, there is someone else. Another person who could be responsible for the knife in the victim's back. Forgive me for being presumptuous, but I believe the prosecution is probably well aware of this possibility already. Lord Van Zeeks, is this true? Very well. Name the person if you will, and if further investigation is warranted, the prosecution has no objection to the trial continuing. Don't worry, I'm ending stream. You will name this other person who could have perpetrated the crime, and I can't even fucking speak.
Take that!
The defense would once again like to request the cross-examination of a new witness, my lord. Once again. My assistant made the same request earlier. And in order to finally reveal the truth about this case, it's imperative that we cross-examine juror number 4, Mrs. Joan Garadeb. Oh, dearie me.
Objection!
Get your big ass down here, miss. That request has already been denied.
Objection!
But the situation is very different now. Mrs. Garadeb, answer me this. What do you want now, you little toad? Bitch. At the time of the incident, you were engaged in a violent argument with your husband, Mr. John Garadeb. In the course of the argument, a minor house fire was ignited. And to clear the smoke from the room, your husband opened a window that looks over Briar Road. Well, what of it? He threw this book at your husband when he was cornered with his back against the window. Upon striking the pane of the open-topped hinged casement window, the book plummeted directly down, finding its way to what we now know to be the true scene of the incident. Yes, and as I said, what of it? During the argument, you were beside yourself with rage. As such, you threw not just books, but anything you could lay your hands on. So, let me ask you one more time, Mrs. Garadeb. This knife, the one removed from the victim's back, have you really never laid eyes on it before? I don't recall it. Bitch, be honest! Seriously. Am I supposed to remember everything I picked up and threw at my husband? And anyway, the man over there in all the regalia said members of the jury needn't testify, didn't he? Conveniently, yes.
Objection!
No, I have no recollection of saying that at all. Juror number 4. Oh, you coming? I'm trying to... How are you rank 99? No, I'm like 650. If you were to do a 24-hour stream of... What would it be like? What game? Delta? Snake Eater Delta? I don't know. I'd have to think. Oh. Make no mistake, you jurors are not special in any way. You are not immune to the judicial process. If you know something about this knife, madam, let the truth come out. But that's just a common or garden knife. It could have come from anywhere. We have several like that at home. If one went missing, how would you expect me to know? What's that? Are you joking? What are you saying? Please, Miss Garadeb. She has a lot like that. Yeah! Now you listen to me. I refuse to believe all this nonsense. I couldn't bear the thought that I'd injure someone. Do you hear? I couldn't bear it. Oh, the poor woman. So, yes, I want evidence. I want to see hard evidence if you're going to insist on this being my fault. You're going to have to prove to me that I threw that knife if that's what you think. Come along now. Chop chop. Do your worst. Oh, okay. Well, Mr. Naruhodo, if I had evidence like that, believe me, I would have thrown it at her already. Then take the stand, juror. Uh-huh. The prosecution does not object to the defense's request to cross-examine this woman. Let's go, Zeeks! Let's go, Zeeks! Thank you, Lord Van Zeeks. I'm gonna have to testify? Yo! Juror number 4. As I'm sure you will appreciate having observed it with your own eyes today. Witness testimony can lead to the most extraordinary truths being unearthed. Truths of which the witnesses themselves may not even have been aware. Oh dearie me. So I demand your full and unadulterated testimony, Mrs. Garrideb. And mark my words, in this court of law today, we shall extract the truth. Do you concur, counsels? Certainly, my lord. Oh, that's what I'm hoping for, my lord. Woo! We're gonna tag team this bitch. Next time. Oh! This is such a strange feeling. For the first time since arriving in this country, it actually feels real. I'm here, in the Old Bailey, and I'm a lawyer. Oh! What up, bitch? Witness, state your name and occupation. That's cool, man. She will state an occupation next time. I don't know how much longer this is gonna be, but I get a feeling this is the home stretch. This is crazy. Next time we play this, we're gonna begin the final case. This is fucking crazy, man. Yeah, I'm gonna take a break, bro. I don't want to blow past. Like, there's one more game after this, right? Where is it at? Right, look at that. There's one more game after this, bro. We're taking a break, okay? Well, I can't believe we're almost done with the first game. I expected it to be much longer. I'm having so much fucking fun, man. It's great. It's honestly, I'm having a blast. I'm having a blast. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, it's late, though. It's late, guys. Whew. I'm gonna get some sleep now. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. Thank you for the likes on the YouTube short side. I will be live again tomorrow night. Not sure what I'll be playing. Maybe this, maybe something else. But I will be live again. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me tonight. Please keep having a great rest of your night, morning, day, afternoon. Whatever time it is for you, please keep having a good one. And I will catch you guys next time. Good night, Seth. Good night, Squilliams. Good night, Noodles. Good night, everybody. Wish me luck with work tomorrow. I work tomorrow for 3 hours. Good luck, Seth. Good luck, Seth. Good luck. Good night, everybody. Good night. Love you all. Good night.